cheating with your jealousy and crazy accusations. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 7:40 on Mojo in the Morning.
We might have a case of a little jealousy and accusations and possibly somebody else cheating. This morning's War of the Roses at 7:40. You want to be listening.
It's Mojo in the Mornings, 5 at 6:55.
5 and 6:55, yo. 5 and 6:55, go now.
We've got Miss Palmer, middle school teacher from Lance Cruz Schools, on with us this morning. We've got Rob, your challenger from Hazel Park. It says you're a mechanic for appliances for Lowe's. I may need you, my friend. Can you fix washers, dryers, dishwashers, all the rest of that stuff?
I can fix those.
Oh my God, you're in need right now. All right, Miriam, say hello to your challenger, Rob.
Good morning, Rob.
Good morning.
And Miriam, I'm going to lock you up in a soundproof area. You have never been there before. You're going to get to talk to Lydia for a little bit while I ask questions to Rob, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll see you in a second. 5 pop culture trivia questions. Whoever gets the most right wins. Tie always goes to the champion. Rob, question number 1. This rapper, real name Aubrey Graham, announced he's working on a new album. Who is he better known as? Oh, I had you down. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Drake.
Question number 2. Nick Carter is being sued by a woman who claims that he gave her a bunch of STDs. Name 2 of Nick's fellow Backstreet Boys bandmates. You got to name 2 at least.
Oh, wow. I'm going to
3
pass
seconds.
on that.
Passing that one. Question number 3. Paige Beckers went number 1 to the Wings in last night's WNBA draft. What does the WNBA stand for?
Women's National Basketball League or Association.
Question number 4. Travis Kelce showed up to a high school football practice in Georgia over the weekend. What position does he play for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Tight end.
And question number 5. It's going to be an audio daily double. Question number 5. Today is actress Emma Watson's 35th birthday. We're going to play an audio clip from the movie franchise that Emma starred in. I want you to name that movie franchise. Are you ready?
Yep.
Of course, here it is. Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the Philosopher's Stone.
What?
Honestly, don't you two read?
What movie franchise was that?
Harry Potter.
Let's bring the champ back from a soundproof area.
You did pretty great, Rob. 4 out of 5.
Wow, 4 out of 5, Rob. Look at you. Yay.
Ooh.
That is Meaghan clapping, not Shannon. She will not clap anymore after I
Right.
made fun of her clapping yesterday.
On strike.
No more clapping for Shannon. Miriam, you got to beat 4 out of 5. This is interesting because there's some tough questions in here. Are you ready?
Oh, I hope so.
Question number 1. This rapper, real name Aubrey Graham, announced he's working on a new album. Who is he better known as?
Oh, no.
3 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
I have to pass. I don't know.
Drake is the answer to that. That's the only question that
okay.
you can miss.
That I
0 to
can
1.
miss.
Question number 2. Nick Carter is being sued by a woman who claims that he gave her a bunch of STDs. Name 2 of Nick's fellow Backstreet Boy bandmates.
Oh, Lord. These are hard.
3 seconds.
Oh. I don't know that either. I have to pass, so I have to be a one and
We got a new champ. We got a new champ. You could have said AJ, Brian, Kevin, or Howie. New
Of course,
champion!
here it is.
Yes! Rob is back with us tomorrow. Paige Beckers, number 1 pick in the WNBA draft to the Dallas Wings. Well, what does WNBA
I know
stand
it
for?
doesn't matter.
What does WNBA stand for? That was the question.
Oh, Women's National Basketball Association.
Yes. All right, next question. Travis Kelce, what position does he play for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Tight end.
Yeah.
Yes. And last question. It's Emma Watson's birthday today. What movie franchise is this clip
Of
from?
course, here it is. Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the...
Yeah. Oh, dang
That
it.
one question is
If
the
you would
only
have
one
just
you
been a
missed.
BSB fan.
Oh my God! Or
I
Drake.
know. I was an
Or
instinct
Drake,
fan.
yeah.
Sorry.
Same.
Oh, man. All right. Well, hang on. We got a
It's
parting gift
okay.
for you. We're going to set you up with a parting gift. What do we got here? Let's see what we got. We got Dave's Hot Chicken. Dave's Hot Chicken.
no.
It's so good.
Congratulations. Enjoy. It was nice talking to you, Miriam.
It's Mojo in the mornings, 5 at 6:55.
Rob, we'll see you tomorrow. So make sure you wake up early with us, okay? Hold on one
I'll
second.
be ready.
All right. Don't go anywhere, guys.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations, 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning, live.
Hey, guess what? I think that we are like seconds away from selling out our More Mojo podcast. More Mojo Podcast 2. It's where we do our More Mojo podcast live, and we'll be doing it at the Imagine Theater Friday, May the 16th. The tickets are a mere $25 with 100% of that proceed going to Breaking and Entering Christmas Wish. And thank you to Imagine. They always donate, tons of money, tens of thousands of dollars, actually hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years to Breaking and Entering. But they do this as an opportunity, too, to try to give back at a time when we're normally not even doing fundraising for Breaking and Entering. And it's fun to be able to be out and use their great home over in Royal Oak as our broadcast facility. If you want to go, yesterday I think there was only like 7 tickets left or 7 seats left. I don't know what it is now, but go to imagine-entertainment.com to buy your tickets. If you don't buy them today, there's no chance for you to get them probably because I think that this thing's going to be done. So Mojo's wish.org for information about Breaking and Entering. You can also buy tickets there or imagine-entertainment.com. All right. So there's that. All right. Mojo in the Morning, War of the Roses. Got that coming up here in just a little bit. Busting Cheaters. That's happening this morning. Kev is out today. Shannon, Meaghan, Lydia, Bianca, Zach, and myself, Mojo, all hanging out here. Shannon, I remember it well. I remember the 5th grade and how I would come home from school every single day with my face wide open as I learned about vaginas. I learned about penises.
Vagina.
I learned about drugs. Are they doing drugs too
Okay.
in school?
So I think the penises and vaginas is next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But I was still surprised when I called Luz. She's with her dad this week, and yes, she's in 5th grade, and she was talking to me about how they watched a video about kids getting high on whipped cream canisters and glue and Sharpies.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, wait, what?
Were me or Meaghan in any of those videos?
I was going to say.
No, but I'm like, wait, why are they explaining it that way? But then I'm like, oh, I guess, that's
Yeah.
real. That could be real. God, I hope, it never is for my child and children or anybody. But I'm like, we had the DARE program. It just, I don't remember that being a part of it.
In DARE program, we just talked about, I think it was like weed.
It was weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
I
big
know.
deal. But then I think that as time went by, we all realized that they were so passionately trying to make weed illegal. So then they started saying super glue, like markers, like you said. Any of that
Yeah.
stuff could do it too.
Yeah, the computer keyboard spray, whatever that is. And then
When did the whole sucking
Huffing?
Yeah, huffing happened. Was that in
When
the
I was a
early
kid.
2000s?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 But she is talking about that and she's like, Mom, you lose brain cells. I'm like, yes, you do. But then, like I said, I think not this week, but it's next week that it's that time of year. Then they do sex ed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I am as old as I am now, and I still very, very vividly remember those classes of like 4th grade, girls learned about puberty and periods, but 5th grade, everybody came together and girls learned about boys and boys learned about girls. And I remember Matt Chapman fainted when we learned about, or when they showed like the vagina and the uterus and they talked about periods. It doesn't go well
Mommy,
for some.
what is a vagina?
Yeah.
Wait, so he fainted
Poor
when he saw
kid.
a vagina for the first time.
Well, they don't show an like a real life vagina,
It
but
was
they
the
described what
characters.
happens during a period, and that was bad.
To be fair, I want to faint every month, so I get it.
You know what's funny is that my classes were taught by Mrs. Lenz, who was like 80 years old and should not have been teaching it. And then they pushed I went to Catholic school, St. Michael's. They would push the girls off to Mrs. Lenz, which honestly, Mrs. Lenz, she would kept me from having sex anytime in my life.
Goodness.
Then they made the guys go to Father Mike, and the guys had to go to Father Mike. And I'm thinking to myself now, looking back on it, Father Mike never had sex, I don't believe, or at least hadn't had it for a while. You know what I mean? Or hopefully he didn't have it for a while. But yeah, so it was kind of weird how they would do that. I don't know. Did you guys all, who went to public school, who went to private schools
Both.
here?
I was public.
So you're public?
I
Yeah.
bounce back and forth.
Where did you guys go to, Lydia and Bianca and Zach? Where did you guys go to schools? Did you guys go to because I feel like the public schools had, Zach was public, Lydia, Bianca, where were you guys?
Lydia was public, right?
Was she public? Are you guys
I
talking
don't know where
to me?
they are.
I'm public, yeah, but Debbie's on the phone right now yelling at me for yesterday. So
Tell
hold on.
Debbie to go suck
Okay.
a
They
big...
haven't learned about that yet.
No, Debbie, hold on.
And hopefully never.
Debbie, you're banned from calling the show for a month. Goodbye.
Who's
All right.
Debbie?
Debbie's,
Who is Debbie?
Debbie
She
is
was
do
just
not-
being really mean to me and telling me she's the reason that I have a job. So
Debbie is do not pick up Debbie.
What'd she do?
I picked her up yesterday. She had a great call. But you
Oh,
cannot
I
be
didn't know
mean
who
to
that
the
was.
staff. We're not being mean to staff.
Yeah, no.
All right, you're banned for a month. We'll talk to you on May the 15th. By
By the way, I've already had these conversations with Lou about, puberty, periods, all of that sort of thing. I didn't think I had to have the conversation about huffing with her.
Hold on a
But
second.
why not?
That's
Because
why when she came home, I'm like,
Bruh.
Jesus, fifth grade.
But you have those conversations because kids like me were in the back huffing the rubber cement. Like, you need to have those combos. When I realized you could get high off of rubber cement, you had to lock it up around me. I loved it. It was like gasoline. I
explains
loved
so
it.
much.
I know. I've got 6 brain cells left, and it's all because of rubber cement.
What do you think was a bigger issue for you? Was it a bigger issue for the sex education or the drug stuff? Because I think for me, it was neither, because I was a really lame kid. I had nothing going on.
Well, because I hopped back and forth from public schools to private schools, I had such an interesting sex ed education. Like, I spent half of 6th grade in public schools and half in private schools. Like, I switched even in the middle of the year.
and probably taught very differently.
Oh, public schools taught me the function of everything. Private schools, they brought in what was her name? Pam? She was the lecturer that would come in and be like, "You're a piece up chewed of gum if you touch anybody ever." And
She
like
made
would
you scared.
scream at us.
Yeah.
She was viral on the internet. Like, she went from private school to private school, and I think her name was Pam, and she just screamed at kids.
Sounds right. Pam sounds like a name. Yeah.
Right? And it was no, it was truly wild. But I feel like
you know
the
what's-
DARE program was pretty consistent.
So you know what was interesting for me was the kids who went to public school had better props. Like, their props were better.
Yes.
Like, they had state issued props. We had Catholic issued props.
Dude, the DARE
They
program,
were
we
not
got
fun.
T-shirts. You got to pick neon green or neon pink.
Yeah.
I had the pink one. It was amazing.
Hey, Erica
remember it.
is mad at us for this topic. Why are you mad at us, Erica?
I just feel like it's super early. And the second you said vagina, my son was like, "See, Mojo, you just wrecked it." And we had to change station.
Erica, but this is never too late to talk to your kids about this stuff. We're talking
But
about
but it's
fifth
too
graders.
early in the day.
No.
It's too early in the day.
Vaginas, it's never too early for vaginas.
Here we go.
It's-
Here we go.
it's
you know
never.
who you're listening to,
Erica, Erica,
Here we go.
put your son on the phone and let
No,
Uncle
no,
absolutely do not.
He's out the car.
Let
He's out the
let
car.
Uncle
We
Mojo
had to
teach
turn.
him.
I need to hear the
Push them
story.
right
We
out.
had to turn.
If there are any schools that would like Uncle Mojo to come to your school to speak to you guys
No, please.
about sex or drugs,
No.
I
What do you think you would do a better TED Talk on?
honestly, I think I'd probably be better at the drugs
Same.
part. You actually should have, what you should do is you should have me come in and talk about my bad experience Friday night falling downstairs from being drunk too much. And let's talk about alcohol usage, because I think alcohol usage, they don't ever talk about in schools.
That is so true.
It's never brought up.
The only
Well, then lead
time
with that story then.
Okay.
the only time we talked about alcohol did you guys have to do that prom thing where they crashed a car and a helicopter came in?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like
On the football
time they
field.
talked to us about alcohol.
Yeah, and I think these kids nowadays, man, they're putting vodka in water bottles when they're in 8th grade. What's going on, Joey? Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you know what? It's going okay. What's going on with you?
Just dropping kids off at the school, but I've got something that Megan probably will know of, but it's Whippets in the walk-in.
That's what's up.
Whippets in the walk-in.
What is the walk-in? Those are all the kids you wanted to hang out at the restaurant. You go into the walk-in cooler in the back.
That's when they were doing
Whippets,
it.
Go back to the line.
Joey, how old are your kids?
13 and 11.
I'm telling you, this is the time for them. You know what I mean? Like, this is the time where you got to have these conversations with them.
Am I that naive? Because honestly, I totally agree with the sex ed conversation at this age. Obviously, these kids, 10, 11, 12, 13, they're like in the throes of puberty. The getting high conversation, I had to sit there and go, is that age appropriate?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shannon, I'm telling you, I think that the kids nowadays, especially with weed being illegal, they got their parents' pens and stuff. I think you got to know how to have this conversation with them and just explain it. And plus, a lot of kids nowadays are seeing their parents do weed. Like I used to see my parents just drink martinis, you know what I mean, and old fashions.
And I think the big thing is teaching your kids what not to try. I'm so curious for a parent who has a kid going through the DARE program how they present it, because I do think weed and alcohol shouldn't be presented in a certain way. It should be more about safety than like don't do it ever. But then we talk about fentanyl all the time and how kids try something
one
once.
time.
So we should be educating them. Don't ever try that.
It's so scary.
And don't take something from another kid is the biggest thing that you got to talk about.
I also wish, and maybe that I'm, again, not a parent, no idea. I never saw LSD until I went to college, and then I saw somebody on a really bad trip. I saw somebody on a really bad trip one time, made me never want to try. We need to start showing people on these
That's
drugs.
it. Yeah. Show somebody all strung out. I'm telling you, that does it to you. What's up, Abby? Hi.
Hi. When I was in 5th grade and we learned about drugs, I told my teacher that I was going to try cocaine because 1 or 2 out of 3 of us were going to try drugs. And if we looked around the classroom, I was going to be one of the 2. And that one sounded the best.
Wow. What did your teacher do?
That's wild.
So I had to have a sit down with my parents. And here's where I think my mom was like the best parent ever. Because we argued about it for a while. Like, I was like, guys, it's statistics. Like, 2 and 3 of us, look at Megan Gregerchuk isn't doing drugs, but I probably will. Oh, my God. And, like, I was set. I was, like, set and locked in on it. And my mom, like, sat down with the principal and said, hey, you know what, statistically speaking, are you going to do this before you're 18? And I was like, no, probably not. I have pretty involved parents. And she's like, okay, well, then we'll revisit this conversation.
I love that, though. I love that you said that. We got to talk about vaping, too. That's another one. Everybody's still vaping, man. That's so hugely popular nowadays. And you can go get vapes anywhere, it seems like. Erica, what's up?
Hi, good morning. So I want to encourage Shannon, if Lucy takes notes, to read them after her class, because when my daughter was in 5th grade and took sex ed, I read her notes afterwards, and one of her notes said, girls are filled with eggs. We're chickens. And I was a little concerned, but she's 24 now and perfectly fine.
Not everyone is good at sneaking around. We're about to prove it. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 7:40 on Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the Morning show. Today is tax day.
Ugh.
Is there anybody that hasn't done their taxes yet? You haven't? Not yet?
Bruh.
Really?
Bruh. Let me tell you, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Taxes are an absolute joke anyways. Not that I'm against paying. I'm very pro taxes. But you're going to sit here and tell me the government doesn't know how much I have paid, how much I owe them, and if I owe them more? The fact that we have to file is
It's
malarkey.
so stupid. It should just be a flat thing. Just do it.
You know, and I know you know, because if I do it wrong, you're going to tell me I did it wrong.
Yeah.
You know. Stop making me do this. I'm stressed out. I'm fragile, and I want to keep huffing rubber cement. Stop doing it.
One in 3 people will not do their taxes and haven't done their taxes yet. And today is the day that you got to turn them in. And I will say this to you. To me, it's something still that as a grown-ass man that I always say, I pay my taxes. Well, literally, I have no idea how to do them. I have no clue.
I did my federal and state because if I can do that online by clicking a few buttons and just scrolling through, I'm going to do it. But where I had an issue was my local taxes, and I live in the city of Detroit now. And ask me how many forms I had to fill out for my taxes.
How many forms?
4 forms. 4 forms that I had to fill out.
Just for the city?
Line by line. Just for the city. I still have to print them out and now mail them today. And if you're wondering, do I owe or do I got to return? I paid exactly the right amount. I'm $1.50 off from the tax. I overpaid by $1.50.
Do they send you a check for $1.50?
No, they go, you're good.
We'll keep it.
I'd want my $1.50.
Yeah.
You know I would. That's it's like half a coffee now. But.
So I, last night, had a full mental breakdown doing my taxes. Had to FaceTime my dad on my laptop, share my screen with him, and have him walk me through the process. And I just kept going, I'm going to file an extension. F this. I don't know what's happening. I hate this. I'm just going to. And he's like, we're going to get through it. This poor man got yelled at me, or by me, 17 times last night as he's trying to walk me through this. He's being so helpful.
Yeah.
I'm at the end of my rope. I cannot do it. But I'm curious. I just wanted to file an extension and say, what is the point? I already paid it. They don't owe me anything. I don't owe them anything. Why is this happening?
So here's the thing. If I just did a statistic that said, and this is actually really interesting. Lauren just texted us in 734. She said, statistics said 1 in 3. And Meaghan is the one who hasn't done it. LOL. Which, by the way, it's interesting because you think about that. You got 1 in 3 people doing it. You know that there's some people that you know that haven't done their taxes yet.
I had to drop off a return at the post office yesterday, which is very easy because it's prepaid. I just go drop it in the bin or whatever. I was like, what the heck is going on? I had to wait in line to turn onto the road with the post office, then wait in line to turn into the post office parking lot, then wait outside to even get in through the door, even though I didn't need any of the services. I just needed to drop this thing.
Wow.
And then I realized it was everybody there.
Doing their taxes?
Doing their
Even
taxes.
Day before. It's so funny because I think people would e-file, but you know what? I don't want them having my money that soon. What's going on, Jeremy? Hi.
How you doing?
Good. What's happening?
Actually, I file taxes every other year.
Really? How do you get away with filing taxes every other year?
Because I got joint custody of my children, so I file every other year, so that way I don't got to pay. Because if I file this year, I owe them like $1,500 or something like that.
I always wonder these people that don't ever file taxes every year. I wonder how they get away with stuff like that. Is that how it works or no?
You still have to file
I don't know.
for yourself.
I know I got one buddy who's 1099 and he does Lyft and he's been doing it for 10 years and never filed a tax form ever.
Those guys are the greatest. My favorite is I have a buddy named Jeff, and I shouldn't say where he lives, but Atlanta, Georgia. And Jeff in Atlanta, Georgia hasn't paid taxes in more than a decade. And I keep telling him, don't look out your window because they're probably sitting out there.
Wait, the Jeff I know, Jeff?
Oh, yeah.
Are you
more than a
kidding
decade
me?
has never passed in 10 years, never, paid his taxes. Honestly, I don't have enough courage to do something like that, to do something like that. Maybe towards the end of my life, that will be like my thing. I'll go, screw it. What's up, Paige?
My comment is that, Meaghan, they want you to do the taxes and they want you to be late because they want the penalty fees. They want all the extra money that you get.
You know what, Paige? I never knew, Paige, if you file an extension, that you actually have to be paid up in time. Like, I always thought, I thought you got the extension and they gave you that grace period till October, but I never knew if you owe money, you got to pay it right away. Like, you can't just, you got to have
on April 15th.
Yeah, so April 15th, you have to have your money in by. Hold on a second. Your tax man is on the phone with us, Meaghan. Scott Mick is on the phone.
Oh, you poor man.
Scott is on. Scott's Megan's dad, but also the show dad because he's going to help anybody that hasn't done their taxes yet. Scott, hi.
Oh, no. Lydia already warned me the IRS is listening. So I think nobody is paying enough taxes. Everybody should have them turned in. And the guy who said he pays every other year, I think we should find him. I think that is wrong. That is wrong.
Scott Mick, how many forms did we fill out?
I haven't. I grew up in Detroit, but I haven't lived in Detroit in many years. I had no idea it was that complicated to do taxes. And the really amazing part was, so you fill out all these forms, and the line on your W-2 and the line you end up with are identical amounts.
But you can't use the W-2.
I don't understand. Use the W-2 because the W-2 isn't pretty enough and it's not. It doesn't have
It's
different
dumb.
colors on it.
You needed the W-5.
And Scott, they wonder why in Detroit people don't pay their taxes because they don't want to do it because it's too hard. Yeah.
It was surprisingly complicated. I live in Ohio, and you guys are nuts. Just move south. Move south. It's way easier.
Yeah.
Way easier.
It's not.
Ohio.
Hold on.
Ohio for dummies.
Maggie, you're on with us here, and we got Scott Mick on the phone. What's going on, Maggie?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Good. What's happening?
So, Megan, what you have to watch out for is my daughter lives out in Canton Westland area, but she works in Detroit. So she not only gets hit with her regular taxes, but she also gets hit with Detroit taxes.
Yes, which is that's why I had to fill out 4 tax sheets. And the whole time, it just kept saying over and over again, you cannot use your W-2. Do not use your W-2. Fill out all of these things instead of a W-2. And then all of it was the exact same as my W-2. I almost whipped my computer across the room. My dad offered last night to drive up to Detroit to help me with this because he thought I was going to punch a hole in my wall.
You're an angel, Scott.
Yeah,
you are an
you
angel.
are.
Hold on a second.
Megan, can you use your W-2?
Can you write that computer that you whipped across the room off? Hold on real quick. Olivia, we're going to all boo Olivia. Olivia, are you there?
I'm here.
Tell everybody about you being a do-gooder.
Well, you know why? Because now I got a dependent. So I'm like, okay, January 1st, where is my W-2? Because now I get money back. But before, when I worked in restaurants with no kids, it was like, oh, I don't know.
She files her taxes. When did you file your taxes?
Like February 1st.
Oh, my God. She's
Suck
already
up,
bought,
government, suck up.
She already bought a couch from Gardner White with her money, right?
You know the money's already spent in freaking tip club and God knows whatever fifth grade thing is going on. It just kind of makes me feel better to get a little bit back.
I always love the people that do buy that file their taxes right away. You know they're getting money back, and you know that they use their taxes as their savings account. That's their thing. Scott, well, the IRS is on the other line, and they say you are a great American, Scott.
Thanks, Dan.
I love those guys. That's my middle name, IRS.
By the way, you love those guys until you get that letter from them saying, hey, can we talk to you guys about 2023? You know?
Hey, sorry I yelled at you last night. I love you.
Wait, he's helping you and you yelled at him?
Yeah, multiple times.
If I were you, I would have just hung up the phone. When my kids call me, Scott, and they yell at me when they want my help. Oh, click.
I know. Honestly, the next time he asks for tech help, I can't yell at him. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my
If
gosh.
she's homeless, she moves back in with me. So, no, I'll help her pay her taxes.
Don't miss this.
We'll talk to you later, Scott. Take care.
Sounds good. You too.
The legend, Scott Mick.
The best. Love him.
Is Mick his real name or is that an alias? The IRS wants to know. Hold on.
Unfortunately real.
When we come back here next, she says that he won't share his passwords or do a location share with her, and she thinks that he's cheating. What's the story? War of the Roses coming up, and then what do you got in the dirty?
Man, Lil Nas X suffering from some sort of mystery illness. We'll get into that. And one of the Backstreet Boys being sued for rape. That story coming up in the dirty.
Cheating is a choice. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 7:40 on Mojo in the Morning.
Channel 955.
It's Mojo in the Mornings. Motor City Traffic.
724, 44 and cloudy right now. We're going to see clouds. It's going to be windy today. Temps getting up into the low 50s out on the streets right now. My traffic screen, somebody stall for me, is...
We got traffic. There's a couple cars on the roads. I can see a horn or two being blown. And actually, I see...
Sorry, my internet's really funky right now, and here we go. Okay. Some slow traffic from an earlier accident, 94 eastbound at Livernois. It is slow from Michigan Avenue. Some debris in the right lane, 94 westbound after Schaefer Highway. And it is really slow southbound 275 between 7 Mile and M14 and 96. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Mojo in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeartRadio station. This report is sponsored by Flint Bishop Airport. Book your next adventure from Flint Bishop on Allegiant. Now offering nonstop flights to Destin, Newark, and Portland. Plus favorites like Vegas, Nashville, and other Florida hotspots. Ultra low fares make getting away easier. Plan your trip from Flint Bishop at Allegiant.com.
DTE Energy wants to help save you money. With spring being the time that everything grows, you don't want your electric bill to be that one thing. That's why you got to use some of the helpful tips that they give you up on their website. They'll tell you certain things like, hey, change your air filters every 3 months. You know, that could save you like 40% off your electric bill. Or just look at your vents and make sure they're not being covered by drapes or by a rug. A lot of times people don't even realize that they're heating or cooling their home and they're not even getting any of the benefit. Go to dteenergy.com/save energy for more helpful tips.
This hour is sponsored by Sam Bernstein Law.
After an accident, there are two types of people: those who got the Bernstein advantage and those who wish they did.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings, plus over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now, Kroger brand bone-in hickory smoked spiral ham is only 89 cents a pound with your card, an additional $25 purchase. Limit 2. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price, and then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bills doubled? With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contracts. Plus, with Boost, you're on America's newest 5G network. Head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Hockey Town, it's time to turn up the excitement. The Detroit Red Wings are hitting the ice, and now every goal brings more than just cheers. It brings rewards. When the Red Wings score 3 or more goals at home, you win a $5 casino bonus. That's right. When they score, you win. The energy is electric, the stakes are high, and the action never stops. Don't just watch, get in the game with BetMGM Casino, an official partner of the Detroit Red Wings and an official sports betting partner of the NHL. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help. Must be 21 plus, Michigan only. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit or bonus bets unless otherwise provided in the applicable terms. Rewards subject to expiry.
When you think about owning a home of your own, what do you see?
A nice big kitchen.
A garage with storage space.
A yard for the kids to play soccer.
Bank of America's Community Home Ownership Commitment can help. In select markets, get up to $17,500 when combining down payment and closing cost grants. Visit bankofamerica.com/homeowner. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025.
Bank of America N.A. Equal Housing Lender. Credit and collateral are subject to approval. Restrictions apply. This is not a commitment to lend.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity. So, influencer life going well?
Oh, yeah. I'm up to 32 followers.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever because we engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go. But wait, tap dancing? You don't tap dance.
Hey, what I lack in skill, I make up with passion.
Do more of what you love and love how fast you do it with Xfinity Internet and mobile. Through June 23rd, get 400 megabit Xfinity Internet with free equipment and unlimited internet data. Plus, get one unlimited 5G mobile line included, all for $40 a month for 1 year. And ask how you can get a free 5G phone. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply with paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Xfinity Internet required. Taxes, fees extra. After 1 year, rate increases to $70 per month. After 2 years, regular rates apply. Actual fees vary and not guaranteed.
I'm screaming, this is me in the studio. IVF Michigan and our Mojo Gives You a Baby contest is happening right now. So if you have been holding out for this contest and you are struggling with trying to start your family, go to mojointhemorning.com, scroll all the way down. That link is right there. It's also going up right now on our Instagram page to make it really easy for you to find. We, once again, are awarding 3 families with IVF. And if infertility infertility is something that's part of your story at the moment, and you're just looking for some answers in terms of what is going on, what is the issue here. Dr. Shama and IVF Michigan, the team with the highest success rate for IVF in the entire state, so well respected and renowned that people come from all over the country to see him. Meet his team, schedule a complimentary consultation by going to ivf-mi.com.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
Attention all Mega Millions players. Your new $5 Mega Millions update is installing now. Initiating accelerated Mega Fun upgrade with larger starting jackpots commencing at $50 million. Configuring new built-in multipliers from 2 to 10 times for all non-jackpot prizes. Minimum prize now $10 on every winning ticket. The new Mega Millions update is now complete. Online and in store. Thank you for playing the Michigan Lottery. Goodbye. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
If you're looking to do some home renovations, check out Sargent Appliance. Let their staff help you make the best decision for your family's lifestyle and your budget. Find out more at sargentappliance.com. That's sargentappliance.com. Quality appliances for less.
Great news, Detroit. It's Credit Amnesty Week at Summit Place Kia in Clinton Township and Summit Place Kia in Auburn Hills. This is Tanya Lalonde reminding you that during Credit Amnesty Week, you can be approved for an award-winning new Summit Place Kia, even if your credit is less than perfect. So, if you really want a new Kia, but your credit's not so good, come see me, Tanya Lalonde, today during Credit Amnesty Week at Summit Place Kia in Clinton Township and Summit Place Kia in Auburn Hills. You're going to love Summit Place Kia. I guarantee it.
You should be driving a Kia from Summit Place Kia. Summit Place Kia.
When it comes to restoring cars, Diego's got skills. And with Total Wireless in his corner, the whole world sees them. With the dual camera system on his new iPhone 13, he can take amazing car photos and post them on the fly with super fast 5G, and even turn this hobby into a full-time gig. His claim to fame? Claiming iPhone 13 with 5G on us. Get iPhone 13 with 5G on us when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan. Total Wireless, in your corner. For limited time while supplies last. Valid in store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires port in and ID verification. Restrictions apply.
Bring more fresh to Easter with great deals at Meijer. Savory Meijer's spiral sliced half ham is the perfect centerpiece for your holiday meal and is now just 89 cents a pound. Limit 2. Buy one, get one free pineapples or cantaloupe. Mix or match. And a dozen Aunt Millie's rolls are just $2.49. Decorate your home and table with Easter decor and make Easter a good deal sweeter for your little peeps with toys, candy, and more. Hop into Meijer, where Easter is a good deal better. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Injured? Everyone knows Call Sam will fight and win for you. Get the Bernstein advantage.
More Mojo in seconds.
Hey ladies, it's Meaghan. Okay, can you believe that Easter is just around the corner? There's no need to stress about the perfect meal because the Honey Baked Ham Company has totally got you covered with their amazing Easter meals that are both delicious and super easy. Honey Baked's complete Easter meals feature your choice of bone-in or boneless ham and a variety of tasty side dishes, so you can spend less time in the kitchen and more time with your family. I absolutely love their signature gold standard bone-in ham. It looks as spectacular as it tastes. And check out Honey Baked's new Carver ham. It's just in time for Easter. This artisan-cut Carver ham is smoked to perfection, pre-sliced for easy serving, and finished with their sweet, crunchy glaze. Its smaller size and special blend of flavors make it perfect for family meals. Easter is Sunday, April 20th. Honey Baked Ham has you covered for Easter brunch and dinner and all your other spring gatherings. Put a fresh twist on your Easter meal tradition by serving their newest addition, the Honey Baked Carver ham. Visit honeybaked.com to place an order for pickup, to find a store near you, and to see their extended store hours.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
Cloudy and windy today, a high of 50 tomorrow, some sunshine and temps in the low 50s.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by Goldman & Associates Law Firm. 248-588-3333.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
Cheat and you'll get caught is the War of the Roses in minutes on Mojo in the Morning.
Find the fob. It's like playing a game of find the remote control at home, you know? Just got to find. This is actually a pretty good contest. I should do it with my kids. If my kids were little, like your kids are, Shannon, I would have done this all the time. All right, $5 to find the remote, and you're going to get some money for that.
My kids would be like, 5, 20.
Yeah, right.
and then we'll do it.
And then they'd be hiding the remote from me. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. We're giving away a brand new Chevy. We're doing this at Moran Chevrolet, and they have any car on their lot that could be yours. All the contestants will get there. They'll go pick up which car they think has the fob in there, the fob that's inside of it. And if it starts it up, they win it. So 844-MOJO Live. Want to be one of those contestants? May the 2nd is when we're doing it.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon has the Dirty on the 30 War of the Roses coming up right afterwards. What's going on, Shannon?
Well, something is up with Lil Nas X. He is experiencing some sort of mystery illness. He posted a video on his Instagram yesterday, and it looks to me like it's Bell's palsy, maybe like a side of his face is really, really droopy. Here he is talking about it.
And when I smile, this is me doing a full smile right now, by the way. It's like what the bro, I can't even laugh right, bro. What
scary.
Oh my God. So oh my God, bro.
Have you ever known anybody who had that or who got that?
One of our people at the station had it. Yeah, one of the salespeople.
So a girlfriend of mine woke up on this true story on her wedding day. And had it.
No.
Yes. And she, I mean, her face really did not look to her normal again for like a year and a half, 2 years.
I know somebody where it's permanent now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been
It's scary.
like 10 years and they still have it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Drake announced during a live stream with Aiden Ross yesterday that he's working on a new album. He was on a Kick live stream as part of a partnership giveaway with that digital gambling platform that he talks about all the time, Stake. And here's what he had to say.
Every time, every journey. Working on a new album right now. It's a
What?
slap.
Already? Solo album?
Yeah.
More new music coming soon.
I like this song, by the way. This is a good one. This might be my new favorite song. Yeah.
Stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me.
I'm back to Team Drake now. You know what I think it is, though? It's not any other reason than people got to stop the Kendrick Lamar videos that they're doing. I saw 2 priests doing it yesterday for Holy
what?
Week. I swear to you. Yes. I saw a TikTok, 2 priests
I don't think those were priests.
They were priests. I swear to you, they tagged the TikTok, believe it or not, of the Catholic Church that they were part of to get people to come to Holy Week.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm kind of
Everybody.
impressed.
When bridesmaids are doing it, now priests.
Yeah.
Team Drake.
Backstreet Boy Nick Carter is being sued by a woman who says he raped her and infected her with several STDs. He's being sued by a woman named Laura Penley. Laura claims she met Nick in 2004. She was just 19 years old. They started hooking up, did so for on and off for a couple of weeks. She said she always asked him to wear a condom, but he refused. He told her he was clean. There's no reason. She claims she never had unprotected sex before meeting Nick. Obviously an important part to this story. Then fast forward to the following year, early 2005. Nick invited her over. She told him she did not want to hook up. He allegedly responded by telling her the only reason she was there was to do just that. Laura claims Nick then picked her up off the ground, threw her onto his bed, and had sex with her despite her telling him no multiple times. He did not wear a condom during that alleged assault. Now, Nick's legal team responding here, they say he does not ever recall meeting this woman or having a sexual relationship with her. They claim she has a documented history of financial and legal trouble, has filed for bankruptcy, and has already been sued for fraud.
Is this the same woman that did it right after our Jingle Ball that we had that year?
So I feel like that woman was another artist, a female artist, wasn't she?
No, I thought she was just a fan.
Because I think he's been in trouble a few different times with very similar stories. But I'll look into that because, yeah, I'm kind of curious. Taylor Swift's fans seem to think that she's going to be taking on Whitney Houston's iconic role in a remake of the beloved film The Bodyguard.
Really?
I keep hearing. So Tyra Banks was talking about this on social media yesterday. She said the same thing. And another big reason that people are thinking it might be Taylor is that the movie is reportedly being developed by Sam Wrench, who is the director of Taylor's The Eras Tour documentary. But
interesting.
I don't
know.
I can't see her doing something like that, but I don't know.
But that's a great movie, though. If you've never seen The Bodyguard,
I've never seen it.
Well, you are missing out.
It is a great movie.
You need to go see it. I'm telling you. Kevin Costner. There's something about Kevin Costner. That guy can do anything.
And he's still good looking.
I believe it or not. Yes.
And real quick, if you are a fan of The Voice, this just announced Leanne Rimes and Sheryl Crow have been named Mega Mentors for season 27 contestants.
Where has both of those guys been?
Yeah, well, Leanne going to join coaches John Legend and Adam Levine, while Sheryl Crow will help out Kelsey Ballerini and Michael Bublé as the contestants head into the playoffs.
Leanne Rimes was just on tour.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like both of them haven't had a hit since the early 2000s. What's going on? Shouldn't they have like artists that people know now, or no?
I mean, I think everybody
I think
knows
they're both
Sheryl Crow.
iconic, so that's why they bring them in as these sorts of mentors. But
They're not they're not like, are they called coaches? The four judges that
She
actually.
said mentors, right? Are they mentors?
No, they are going to be mega mentors, but they are going to join the coaches, John Legend.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I
they're
think the coaches are like more well-known artists.
Yeah. Hey, for all of today's Dirty, catch up by checking out the podcast. Search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
Celebrity Dirt, directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
War of the Roses in seconds here right now. After we grab Ryan, who's a winner. Congratulations, Ryan.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ryan, it is our Mojo in the Morning contest that we're doing called Find the Fob, where you could be winning a brand new Chevy. You're now qualified. Congrats to you, man.
Thank you very much. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
So you, I understand, are a little undecided right now on what you would do with it. You would either get a car or you would get the cash. Which one are you leaning more towards?
I mean, I'm being honest. I'm really thinking about the cash. I really kind of want to move, and it is a perfect little down payment for a house. I don't know. That's where I'm swinging.
Okay,
$25,000 could be yours if you choose not to take whatever car it is that is the Find Your Fob winning car. I don't know what car it is, so I cannot tell you which option I would go with. I think I have to wait until the actual day to sit there and see which kind of car it is and then do the math behind it all, you know?
I mean, yeah, it could be some really sick-looking car, and that could definitely sway me the other way. That is for sure.
Everybody says they would take the cash unless the fob is found in the Corvette.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, wait a second, that might sway me. That might change my mind.
It's going to be happening May the 2nd. Actually, it says here you're from Sterling Heights, so not very far from your house. We're going to be doing that over at Moran Chevrolet on Gratiot there, okay?
It works for me. It's close by.
Hang on, Ryan. We'll get your information. Where are you heading to right now?
I'm heading to Pontiac for work. It's a nice little drive on the 75. Not too bad.
Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. We'll get your information. War of the Roses, if you think that you're being cheated on, text cheater to 95500 so we can get you on the show.
Catching cheaters and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
Bailey thinks that her boyfriend is cheating. Why is that, Bailey?
I asked for my boyfriend's location and phone password, and he wouldn't give it to me.
Why all of a sudden do you want to start following him and or see his passwords?
I'm a little insecure about it. I've been cheated on in the past, and I just think it's something that we can just have each other's information, and that kind of feeling can subside a little bit.
How long have you guys been together?
A little over a year.
And so it's just in the last little bit of time that you now have said, all right, we're going to do this. He hasn't done anything besides that?
No, he hasn't done anything besides that. I just was curious and thought maybe, he would just give me his phone password and his location, and then he didn't. So kind
was
of
his
made me go
excuse?
on alert a little bit.
When you asked, why did he not feel comfortable sharing it with you?
He didn't really give any details other than just he didn't feel comfortable doing that. He was like, I don't really see the point in doing that.
I kind of don't see the point in doing it either. If you're just all of a sudden out of the blue asking for this and you got no reason to believe that he's cheating, it's just you being insecure.
But then why not share it?
Right.
Right?
Because why should he have to, though?
But if he's not hiding anything, then who cares?
So wouldn't you feel weird though, like if your relationship all of a sudden went from being this trusting relationship to now I don't trust you?
I think it all depends on how it comes up, like in conversation. If it was, we should both share our locations for each other for safety or whatever, and you both decide to do it. I guess if it were very one-sided, I would feel strange about it, but I don't know. I feel like my senses go up that something is going on when he adamantly will not share it.
Are you cheating on him, Bailey?
No. Oh my gosh, no.
The only reason I ask
could
that
never.
is sometimes people project.
Well, not even that. They want to know where you are in case, so that if you're doing something shady, you know if they're going to come home or not.
No, I'm absolutely not cheating on him.
All right, we're going to call him up to see where he's going to send a dozen free roses. I want you to do us a favor, and I want you to mute your phone.
Okay.
And we're hoping that the roses go to Bailey.
Hello?
Hi, is this Ethan?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Ethan. My name is Nicole, and I'm calling you from an online floral company called rosesbloom.com. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I am calling with an offer for some free flowers. If you have like 30 seconds to answer some survey questions in exchange for a dozen long-stemmed red roses, they can be shipped out today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. What's your questions?
So you don't mind taking the survey?
Oh, no, not at all.
I'm not following. Is something funny?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay, have you purchased flowers in the past 6 months, Ethan?
No.
Okay, and do you plan on purchasing flowers in the next 6 months?
I don't know. What if I am?
Then your answer would be yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay. As a thank you for participating in that rosesbloom.com survey, I'm now authorized to provide you with that arrangement. I just need a first and a last name of who you'd like these to go out to today, Ethan.
You don't say. Wow. That's great. I will go ahead. I'll let's send them to Mojo in the morning.
I was waiting for that.
I know who you guys are. What are you all doing? What is this?
Ethan, we're just calling you up to see who would you think out of anybody in the world would want to know where you're going to send a dozen free roses?
Yeah, I don't know. That's where you got me. What is this?
What it is that you know how we do War of the Roses. Somebody wants to know where you're going to send a dozen free roses. Who do you think would wonder where you would send them to?
I only got one. Did she really call you guys?
Who is she? What's her name?
My girlfriend.
What's her name?
Yeah.
This has got to be Bailey, right?
Okay. All right.
I don't know. You have a question mark on the end of that
I know.
sentence. You tell us.
Do you have any other girlfriends?
No, I do not. And if this is Bailey, this is f***ing stupid. This is absolute. Please tell me that she didn't do this. Is she listening right now?
Actually, it's
Are you-
not.
are you
It's
listening
another
right
girl.
now?
It's another girl, and her name is not Bailey. Who would that be?
Nobody. I know this works.
I know. I'm just.
Well, okay, so if you know how this works, why do you think Bailey would want us to call you?
At this point, I think because she maybe has lost her damn mind. Honestly, can't she, like, chick is up. Like, can she hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Bailey, say hey.
Hey, hi, Ethan.
What the is wrong with you? I cannot believe you did, like, put me on spot like this. You've lost your mind. This is no. No.
But real quick, Ethan, I think that the thing that she was worried about was that you guys wouldn't share passwords with each other. Is this something that has been going on a lot lately, where she's
did
been
she
paranoid?
tell you that? Yeah, because she's crazy.
Well, I wouldn't
Like,
call
what
her
the He also wants my location. Who the hell gives that information?
But so why? But why do you have such a problem with giving it? Is her question.
Why should she want it so much? I'm not doing a damn thing. You're nuts. You're crazy. In fact, this is all over. Like, I want to break up. I can't handle this bullshit anymore.
Bailey, besides the password thing, has there been other things that you've been on him about saying that you think that he's not being faithful to you?
No.
So it's not like you're constantly on him and worried about what he's doing? This is just the password thing that you got worried about.
And location.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like this was a cherry on top to a lot of things. And for the record, I absolutely hate the way that he was talking to you and treating you. But I could see where that would wear you down after a while if it was a constant thing and he really wasn't doing anything. But
yeah, he sounded over the top because he sounded annoyed.
Do you feel like what you're doing is annoying him, or is he normally that angry?
I don't really know. I didn't think it was that annoying.
Has he ever yelled at you before in the past?
Yeah. Over this. Not understanding.
And that's how worked up he gets.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Mojo in the morning. Whitney wants to comment on the War of the Roses with Bailey. What's going on?
As soon as Shannon started talking, that first little giggle he got out, I was like, oh, he knows. And he sounded so cocky as soon as Shannon started asking him questions.
He creeped me out a little bit. He sounded like the Joker.
Yeah.
He really did.
I was trying to figure out
I was
exactly
like, I
what
am
it
not
was.
following what is happening here.
I know. Watch a video of this. You'll be able to see it up on our TikTok. So you can search Mojo in the Morning, War of the Roses with TikTok. What's going on, Kendall? Hi, War of the Roses.
Hey, this guy made me so unbelievably mad. He is such a smartass. Like, that cockiness, that attitude, like, it was so creepy.
Yeah, but let me ask you this question. This is just because I don't like the way that he talked to Bailey, but I also think if you're in a relationship where somebody is constantly not trusting you, do you think that he may have a little bit of a right to be angry about this?
I mean, I guess so, but it was just sus the way he acted at first, and he was like, he wouldn't say her name. Like, he was like, my girlfriend. He wouldn't say her name. I don't know. I just didn't like his attitude.
I'd like to ask this question, and I appreciate your phone call and respect your opinion on that. Everybody's going to have their own feelings towards it. But I'd like to ask this question. If you're in a relationship with somebody for a year, should you still have to share passwords or give them your location? I don't feel the necessary means to, like, first, I don't know you well enough. I've only been with you for a year. I don't want you having my passwords. Not that I think you're going to see anything, but my financials might be on there. I might have Apple Pay on my thing, and you might be able to have access to my phone.
But why are you dating somebody if you don't trust them with, like,
a year?
Your card?
Do you know how long it took me to trust you
As you're saying that, I'm like, I said I was going to spend the rest of my life with somebody after.
I mean, do I think like if you're, well, I think if you're 22, it's mostly cheating. That's why you're trying to do it. But at my ripe old age of mid-30s, if I don't trust you a year in, what are we doing?
Meaghan, I'm telling you, would you leave your purse and financial information there? And you've known Shannon and myself and everybody else for how many years?
I do every day.
I take mine with me.
Do you and Chelsea share?
but I
do
don't
you know
have money.
Chelsea's password, vice versa,
don't.
and location? So
I don't feel the necessary need to have it.
So Wes and I do. We share location and we share passwords. Now, it would be a very different situation to me, though, if he was like, hand over your phone every night at 8:00 and was going
Which
through
is
it.
what I think she's doing.
And that's what I'm saying. There's a difference to me of sharing your password and your location for safety purposes. God forbid anything happens. Wes always has access to my phone should he need or want to see anything. And somebody wanting to have the control and having that almost to the point of irrational fear of needing to go through it every single day. Very, very different situations.
What's up, Phil? It's Mojo in the Morning, War of the Roses.
I was going to say, it's just crazy that someone would actually expect that, like the password, MFA, whatever. Like, I mean, those are supposed to be individual accounts. That's a security issue, first of all. Like, they tell you at work, like, don't share your password or any of your information. Like, if we want to do that, we get joint accounts.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it works.
That's a really good point. You know, you never think about that, but when you work for a company that is really big on security, they tell you don't even share your stuff with your family members.
Yeah, but how many times do we laugh and go, how many different factors of authentication do I need to get into my email? I don't have any sensitive information on my computer. I'm not the CEO. Like, I don't think it's that big of a... I think it's a bigger red flag if you'll hide it from me than if you would just share it with me. I'm not going to go through it, but it's definitely a bigger red flag if you won't give it to me.
Adriana, what's up?
Hi. So actually, I teach healthy relationships. I've been teaching it for over 5 years now. And one of the big things that we teach is not to share your information, your passwords, your location, anything like that. A big part of it is because healthy relationships are based on trust. And if you don't trust somebody, then why are you in this relationship in the first place?
Where do you teach healthy relationships? That's an interesting class.
So I just actually moved here from California, and I was teaching at a college for a rape prevention education program that I ran. And now I work at the local DV and SA organization for the county.
Can I ask a question, though, to follow that up? Isn't there a difference between obsessively being like, I checked your location 6 times today, and you were at this place, and I need you to justify it, versus I share my location with you, and, if something ever happens, I know where you are. Like, I share my location. I just checked with 7 people. Nobody's ever been like, I see that you're at this place. But I know if anything's ever wrong, like if I ever oversleep for work, Shannon will check and be like, well, she's at her apartment. She probably's oversleeping.
Right. And if you go into that agreement with that person from the beginning, and that's the kind of relationship.
Sleep for work, Shannon will check and be like, well, she's at her apartment. She probably's oversleeping.
Right. And if you go into that agreement with that person from the beginning, and that's the kind of relationship you have, and it's a consensual agreement between 2 adults, then that's perfectly fine.
For sure.
But if those 2 adults don't want that, then it's not consensual, and then it's being forced, and that's not healthy.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Mojo in the Morning Show. Angela, what's going on? Your comment on War of the Roses.
Hi. Yes. I just feel like, they're in a very difficult situation. He's very defensive, and she's too controlling. So I just think they should just break up.
So they're both. Well, you know what? This is actually, it's interesting. We used to do breakup or makeup on the show. This would definitely be one of those ones where I would say break up. Yeah. And I think they both are lending to it. I agree with you. I think that they are both wrong when it comes to that. Tracy, what's up? It's Mojo in the Morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I, as a anxious attachment person, I see this so clearly now that I've done some healing, and some research. I am guessing she has a severe anxious attachment problem because she's probably constantly looking for some reassurance from her boyfriend, and when she's not getting it, she's going to keep digging until she finds something that he'll give into that will feed that insecurity in herself.
Well, that is interesting. By the way, our callers have been spectacular this morning between the lady who's teaching trust and you calling yourself anxious attachment. I mean, you guys are unbelievable. Where are the regular callers that we normally get that just say a bunch of nothing?
I like this.
These are great. That's great comments. I appreciate you. Hold on a second. Let me go to Amanda. What's up, Amanda? It's Mojo in the Morning. War of the Roses just a few moments ago. Bailey did War of the Roses. We never got a roses out, though, because he knew us. What's up?
Yeah, so I dated somebody who was like that, who would constantly think I was cheating on him. And I never cheated on him. He made me go crazy. He had my location. At night, if he would, think that I'm just not home because my locations looked like I was a little bit at my neighbor's, which I was never. They were like old people.
Yeah.
And he would FaceTiming me frantically, thinking I'm cheating on him. I'm like, they're old people. Like, where do you think I am? I'm at home.
that would wear
Even
me
in the middle
down.
of the night.
Can I ask a question? When you're with somebody like that, don't you think that they're doing something? Because that was a question that I asked to Bailey. And obviously she answered me and said she's not doing anything. But it makes me wonder what's going on in her that she's feeling constantly that this guy's doing this.
You know what? It didn't even come to my mind because I was just so busy making sure he knows I'm not cheating on him.
Yeah, you're so worked up about just trying to, protest your innocence. Kira, what's up? It's War of the Roses.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
What's going on?
So I'm going to have to side with the boyfriend this morning. I think she needs to do some healing, and she should not be in a relationship with anyone. I agree with you, Mojo. A year is entirely too soon to be demanding those things because you're still, learning each other at a certain, especially when you're younger, you're still learning each other. So if you can't trust him, you don't need to be with him. Obviously, you're going to have that insecurity with everyone. And I think that she's been constantly nagging him is why he exploded like he did today.
That's what
could
I
hear
felt
the
too.
frustration.
You know what's interesting?
I could just hear it.
I had a buddy of mine. Guy was dating a girl for less than a year. She didn't ask him for his passwords. She wanted his social security number.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
What was the reason
She
did?
said
Do you
that she
remember?
wanted to know more about him, and so she wanted to look up his credit and all that stuff. And I said, to her,
that's stage 5.
it was a little crazy, but it's interesting. The credit report is kind of one. Have anybody ever had somebody ask them for that because she wanted to know she wasn't getting involved in somebody that
really weirded out if the person I was dating asked me what my credit score was. I know that those financial conversations are important, but I don't.
But how about the guy that asked me out on a date and I found his arrest record? You could do a background check on somebody. I think it's crazy. I genuinely think it's crazy to ask for somebody's social security
I think
number.
you should
but,
deep dive.
I get it.
Social security number is asking a lot.
Yeah.
Steal your identity.
That's wild.
Bailey back on with us this morning here. And Bailey, a lot of people are saying they don't like the way that Ethan talked to you. They don't like that. But many people are saying that they feel like you kind of pushed him to that breaking point, that edge there. Do you feel like you pushed him over the edge?
No, just one simple thing I wanted.
And then there's a lot of people concerned, like Shannon said, that they don't like that he's so angry and talks like that. So maybe it's not a good relationship to be in. But has he contacted you since we talked?
No.
So he has not. Okay. All right. We'll talk more with you, and then when you do hear from him, let us know. Okay. Hold on one sec. Alex, what's up? Mojo in the Morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Long-time listener, frequent caller. I can relate to this one a lot. So I've been in a relationship for 19 years. I have no problem sharing my location whatsoever. I do not share my password. It sometimes bothers her. Sometimes she does get like Bailey, and it upsets me. But for the most part, I'm not hiding anything other than the fact I own my own business, and I work for a couple of very wealthy people, and we have some pretty private conversations about their life. And if you look through anyone's phone hard enough, you can try to make something believable that's not actually happening.
Interesting.
Has she ever said to you, hey, I'm experiencing some sort of feeling, I'm not feeling super secure, it would just make me feel better if I could go through your phone and you just hand it over.
Yeah, and in that case, I'll go through it with her because I'll hold her because there's certain things with my clients that I just don't want shared. It's a lot of their financial information, and it just doesn't feel like I'm being professional if I allow her to see those things. But I let her go through my Snapchat or my Facebook messages. And
I mean, you have
I say, "Look,
Snapchat,
there's
you're shady
nothing
already.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I have kids. I have Snapchat to see what they're
No,
doing.
I'm kidding.
That's an interesting point, though.
But
That's interesting. So you can see my location. You'll know exactly where I am at all times, but I'm not giving you my password.
But if you need to go through my phone for something, then go through it. I mean, that works.
And I'm always the person that answers my phone, too. It's not like I'm out and don't answer. So,
But if you have such sensitive information, why not have a work phone?
because I'm a small business. I'm a one owner, one employee, and I handle 14 clients.
And they have two phones, sucks, too, by the way. You look like a drug dealer. You know,
Right.
two phones, drug dealer, or a guy that has bad technology efforts. But
when I can just put it all together into one and just take it everywhere I go.
I'm so curious what you do.
I don't know, but I want to know. I want
What
to
do you
see.
do? Can you tell us what you do?
Like generally?
Yeah, generally I manage assets of very wealthy people and toys. So it's not like their house; it's their optional toys like boats, cars, and things like that.
Okay.
That's really interesting.
Interesting. All right. This is a guy who I want his password now. I want to see exactly who these people are.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo. 30.
20.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go. It's showtime.
All right, coming up this hour on the Mojo in the Morning show, got a couple of really good topics. Actually, a lot of good topics. Coming up here in just a little bit, I got to tell you guys about how I was trying to avoid somebody yesterday and how I had to hide in my car for that. And it's somebody you guys know, so we'll get into that coming up here in just a little bit. Shannon with Just Drop Me Off. Meaghan with Who's in the Birth Room. And Am I the A-hole this morning here on the show? And a newly about to be college graduate who says that her dad is really upset because she doesn't want his girlfriend at her graduation. Is she the A-hole? She'll be on with us coming up in about an hour from now here on the Mojo in the Morning show. All right, Mojo in the Morning. I got a couple of things to get to. Number one, coming up this week on the show, would you like to win Kendrick Lamar tickets? It's Easter week, and we are going to be doing Kendrick's Keg. It's our Easter Keg contest, where if you find the Easter Keg and the Easter Bunny, you will win tickets to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA. So get ready for that. That's happening this week on the show. Actually, we're going to do that Thursday morning. So we'll have that Thursday morning on the show.
I saw the Easter Bunny costume laying in the studio this morning.
The new one. Yes, we're adding
It's
to
a freshie.
we're adding to Zach's we're adding to Zach's costume. You know how kids have your kids have like a
chest.
A
It's like a
Yeah.
IKEA trunk thing.
We need to do that. The costume. When the boys had that, Jacob was so cute, man. He loved putting costumes on all the time.
So does Smith.
So we got to see. We got to have one for Zach because I think Zach
Oh my God.
occasionally just running around here with a head on. You know,
And it's a cute Easter bunny. A lot of them are so scary
Creepy.
looking.
They're weird.
This one's cute.
I was at the mall. I'll explain that one later this week. But I saw the mall Easter bunny. To me, I don't know how the mall doesn't have the police show up there just to arrest him. But we'll talk more about that later. What else was I going to say? I got to tease something else, and I totally forgot. So I did. So I
Pay your bills?
Oh, that's it. Look at you. Oh, unbelievable. Kevin's out this week, and normally Kevin throws me off my game by just looking across the control board at me and giving me that spitting grin of his. But Shannon keeping me focused. Thank you. Thank you to the women of the show for keeping me focused this week. I feel so much better. But yes, Pay Your Bills is back, and we're going to give you a chance to win $1,000 starting at 9:10, and then we'll do it every single hour for 13 straight hours until iHeart goes bankrupt and our stock crashes. So get ready for that. That's happening. I know.
I like this job.
And there are no other radio companies to work for right now. It's bad. All right. Michelle, what's going on, Michelle? Hi.
Hey, Mojo, how's your back and what happened at the doctor yesterday?
You know, you are a fine lady for saying this. By the way, that was the most disgusting video that Bianca posted up on our social media.
I loved it.
I apologize to
I watched it 5 times. I watched it 5 times.
I apologize to each and every person, but I thank those that had my personal phone number that reached out to me, and then those obviously that I'm sure commented. There were some nice people. Like I had to stop reading the comments because one guy told me I'm going to die. Like I literally, there's one of the Instagram comments. The guy goes, "Dude, you better get to the hospital. You're going to die." So I went yesterday to Michigan Orthopedic, which, by the way, I got to shout out the doc because this guy was spectacular. He's a shoulder specialist, Dr. Bikos. Nice guy. I like this guy a lot. He was awesome. Dr. Bikos, I went and saw him over at the Michigan Orthopedic in Troy. And nice staff, nice people in the office. There was a couple of guys that were like talking to themselves. They looked a little crazy. I didn't know if they were, but they were sitting in the waiting room with me at one point. I had to get up and move because they were kind of having looked like a fight between each other. I thought this is
patience.
Two patients. There were 2 patients that were in the waiting room. I thought they at one point were going to get in a fight with each other and break more bones. I thought this is actually Michigan Orthopedic's way of getting patients. Make the guys fight in the waiting room. But no, got to go back, got to see Dr. Bikos. He said to me, nothing's broken. I'm going to do an MRI this week after the swelling goes down a little bit to see if there's anything torn or anything that I need to do physical therapy or something.
I thought you were in the clear, so you still might have torn your rotator cuff.
I mean, there's something. I'm hoping not. It's my range of motion's back. Like
you can raise your arm.
Yesterday I couldn't do that, so I got strength in it. It's just occasionally it's a little bit like ugh. The hardest part for me is sitting in my car, Michelle, driving in my car because the way that the Tahoe seat pops up on my back. And then I went last night, Dr. Warner got me in to the Corwell Health people over in Livonia off of 7 Mile. And I had this nice lady she was a nice lady. She was 20 something years old or 30 years old or something like that. I don't know how old she was. When she saw my back, she goes, huh? Like that. It was kind of like one of those things because it looked so bad.
Well, then I WebMD'd it yesterday, which is the worst thing to do. And
What did
I was
it say?
like, I thought you were going to die. I thought you had internal bleeding.
So doctor.
That's what I thought. I thought it was all the blood pooling. And then I said to my daughter today, how in the heck did he drive home from East Lansing?
Isn't that crazy?
Like this?
So
Yes.
here's what I have.
I love you guys.
I have
We love you
a
too, by the
fairly
way.
large blood collection, a hematoma. But according to Dr. Warner, who, by the way, is my gynecologist, which you should see when they look at me and they go, you have a gynecologist? But they said that this is kind of a routine thing. He's checking with some surgeons on this and some other docs, specialists on this, but that it will disperse, hopefully. And if it doesn't disperse, then I die. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Well, be nice to me. If you're nice to me, then everything will be okay.
That's how it works.
Buy me breakfast.
Okay. What do you want?
Get me something.
Because God forbid anything happens.
You know
It's going to be Meaghan didn't buy me breakfast, so
You know what I'm most
die.
pissed about? And Meaghan, you will understand this.
Hmm.
So I've been losing weight.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about how much weight I've been losing.
For sure.
I look like I haven't lost a goddamn pound because my freaking waist from the back has blown up like a
yeah, because you're injured.
a balloon. And I can't wear pants like jeans right now. I can't wear my jeans my new jeans I bought that were fitting me.
You were wearing
because
jeans
they're-
yesterday, which was psychotic.
It hurt. My problem is it hurts me, but also I can't like keep them pulled up because they'll fall down, and it's crazy. It's awful. So those that missed this, if you want to go see the most disgusting thing ever,
I mean, it's just warning you. It's really bad.
I mean,
it's actually really bad.
It's juicy.
it is juicy.
It is so juicy.
You know what it reminded me of, Michelle? Speaking of juicy, do you remember the Gushers gum that you would put in your mouth and Gushers would?
I hate that stuff. Ew.
Love Gushers.
It reminded me of Gushers gum. Like it looked so wonderful.
Mojo.
I swear to you, there was something like my back kind of has that. The weirdest part is, and this is kind of wild. So the bruise. This is how the bruise started. Look how small that bruise was.
That's tiny.
And then now the bruise is.
It is like the lower half of your back.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yep. So, all
Are
right.
you in the saddle chair
be careful,
too?
okay?
Huh?
Are you in the saddle chair?
I'm in the saddle chair.
That's insane.
I'm about to go to the other chair.
Yeah.
So for those that are we on live right now?
We are.
So here's the saddle chair.
It's like a bicycle seat.
This is the bicycle seat.
I don't know how you sit on
It
that
has
thing,
no
but
back,
okay.
but
It
it's
hurts.
excellent for my core. It has helped me kind of maintain
hate
my
this seat.
sexy svelte body, Michelle.
Yep. I was just cursed.
And then I have this chair that is like a regular chair, which I'm going to switch to right now. And I'm going to go to that because I'm going to put some ice on my back. But my back is still hurting. I slept yesterday for like 6 or so hours in the evening. But my problem is I woke up every time I would roll, because I like to roll a lot. Every time I would roll, I'd go, oh, it would hurt.
I was going to ask if you were a back sleeper or a side sleeper. Like, what if that was the way you slept?
It's tough.
Like, are you a back sleeper?
So I sleep on my left side, which is where my shoulder hurts.
Oh, no.
But then my right side is where my bruises. Just awful. Oh, look at this. Dr. Bikos is great. He repaired my daughter's ACL twice and fixed my shoulder. Look at this. Nice people texting into us. All right, Michelle, I got to move on to the next thing. We're gonna.
Thank you for checking up.
Take care of yourself.
Love you, Michelle.
If it's true that you are what you eat, Mojo must have been eating sexy beast this morning.
All right, Zach is to the Zach to the studio, please. Zach to the studio. Zach is our executive audio producer. He's the reason why you get the podcast up there. I don't want to take him away too much from doing that because I know people want to hear War of the Roses and all the other stuff that we do on the show. But he's got a great topic here. Zach, for those that don't know, I thought that he was like 22 years old. He's not. How old are you, Zach?
Dude, I'm 30.
He's 30, just turned 30. He is a single guy, but he is a sexy son of a bitch.
Ow,
Look at him. And he's
all right.
And he's running into a little bit of a problem dating right now because funds are low.
Very, very low.
Zach owes the government a lot of money for back dues or something. I don't know. But Zach, what's your dilemma? What's the thing that you're looking for?
Yeah, man. I just I moved to Detroit, so I'm trying to find like cheap dates around here that aren't in the Eastern market. I don't always want to be at work.
Well, explain. Will you explain what's been going on with you in dating this girl? You found one place to go to, right?
Yeah, it's Jose's Tacos.
Oh, I love Jose's Tacos.
So
No. Nobody loves Jose's Tacos more than this guy.
This is
like
true.
every day.
First off, are you dating somebody? Or
No, I'm just like
went out on a date?
Yeah.
Or more than one day?
No, just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Zach has gone on took his girl to Jose's Tacos because what do you get out of there for a meal for two?
It's like $35, $40,
which is not bad.
Yeah.
So he's gone there.
Yeah.
But that's the only place he knows of that he can only spend $35.
A little cheaper.
Yeah, and I can go to like Sapinos and stuff, but I also eat pizza every day. So like
You want something different.
Yeah, and I feel like not everyone knows about Jose's. It's not on DoorDash. It's kind of like a hole in the wall. Like,
so you are looking for cheap, if not free date ideas.
Yeah, but also something that's like that can show that I know something like, a hidden gem.
Yeah,
like
you're not going to Grey Ghost or whatever because that place is just way out of control.
Oh no.
So quick question.
Why are you laughing at me, Megan?
Because I have a million ideas I'm going to help you, but I'm not surprised even a little bit that you're taking every girl for tacos. Yeah. That is such a Zag date idea.
Well, okay, but also here's the thing: I'm showing them the studio too.
It's
This makes sense. So you are looking for date ideas in Eastern Market so that you can pop by here first.
Yeah. What about activities? Do you do any activity, or do you guys just go eat? Do you go eating and then come here to the studio? Is the activity?
Well, it's been cold. We haven't there's not a lot of things to go outside.
Do you have a bike?
No,
you can walk to the Quinter Cut right here.
What
the hell? Is dating expensive?
Yeah.
Does it get expensive?
Yes.
Does it get to a point where it's so expensive that if you go on, like, does it become unaffordable to date?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
All right.
After 3 days, like, that's my max. It's not like, okay, you got to wait till next payday or something.
And I used to never be the person that was like, you will never come to my place for the first 10 dates. And now I'm like 2 dates in, you want to come over and have dinner? Because I am not paying to go out with you anymore.
You know what? I could see where that actually is a benefit of it being expensive nowadays, that you can get invited over to somebody's house to get a meal cooked for them.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper.
I think that taking a date just for meals is a boring date. Like, you look like you have no creative bone in your body.
Well, I mean, concerts are so expensive down here, too.
But what about doing something? What about it? Hold on. Jen, what kind of activity could he do that's inexpensive?
Hit up Groupon. Groupon has awesome deals.
Groupon,
on,
is
like,
Groupon still around?
skydiving.
I didn't think Groupon was
Oh,
still
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I use it all the time. They also have this awesome deal where you can, like, go to the M1 concourse and drive in a race car.
Wait a second.
That
That's
sounds expensive.
That's an expensive place. There's no way that place is going to be inexpensive.
It depends on the car. There's one that's like under $100.
Really?
And yes, and then there's two more more expensive cars. They have like a Lamborghini and like another one that is more expensive, like a few $100s, but it's not super expensive. Like even a few $100s isn't that bad. Not cheap for this deal, but you know.
You know what's interesting? I wonder if this would be a good thing for Zach. Do we have any listeners that will lend Zach their sports cars?
Right?
Like rich guys that would go, you know what? I like Zach.
Here's
I like
my
Mojo in the
Lamborghini.
morning. Could you imagine if you show up at Jose's Tacos in a Lamborghini? They'll be like, what happened to the guy? They'll think you're instantly dealing drugs.
Oh, for sure.
What's going on, Amanda? How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. I have an idea for Zach. It's cheap, it's inexpensive, partially free.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so there's an app called geocaching, and it's like a scavenger hunt, and you locate things on your phone, and people hide things in various spots, and you have to go get it. They leave little tokens and stuff in there, and you can sign the paper. Oh, it sounds so fun. You can stop and get McDonald's.
You should play
And it's
Pokemon.
free.
Are people still doing that?
I have. I have.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
Are people still doing that whole thing where they're
Pokemon
going?
Go, baby.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
I'll
God.
tell you.
Amanda, if a guy that is as sexy as Zach took you to go do some geofencing, would you give it up at the end of the night?
Well, I love scavenger hunts, and they're creative. You don't know where you're going to end up.
So her answer
You
is
can
yes.
go all over. It's really fun.
Okay.
All right.
I
wrote it down, so
that
I'm
idea.
Not bad
and it's
ideas.
Geocaching, right?
Geofencing?
Oh,
Is
it's
it- or
Geocaching.
geocaching? Is that what it is? What's going on, Mike? Mike, you're on with Zach now. What's happening?
Hey, first time, long time.
Oh, good job filling in for
Thanks,
Kev.
man.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, a good date for you would be some pickleball, man.
Oh, pickleball's hot.
Do you like pickleball?
I've never played because we never go.
Pickleball, they have.
You guys should.
I have a court right by my house, and now they have all those places that are like indoors. It looks so
Okay.
fun.
We should, you know, what we should do. We should see if Cody's got a bunch of gift cards to some of these places that
They're
everybody's
popping
talking
up everywhere.
Yeah, like we have like. Mike? Pickleball's hot, but what about if Zach took a girl to like one of those bouncy places? You know that
What do
you
mean
have
bouncy
like
places.
you know like
a trampoline.
the trampoline parks and stuff like that. What do you think?
No.
As a girl, would you?
No.
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 Yes.
Well, okay.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Would you really?
Yes.
I don't want my flabs coming out on the first date, you know?
Also, I'm getting to the point where that bladder gets a little sketchy. But I also need an adult night somewhere. Like, I don't want to be hanging out with kids.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I say that. Yeah.
Davon has a great idea. Zach, where should Zach go? Davon.
All right, Zach, this is what you need to do.
Okay.
You go to 5 and below. You can get you like 3 or 4 activities out there. You might get you a board game. More importantly, you can get you a paint set, some little paint.
Okay.
Paint with a twist.
By the way, Devon,
Go to
it's not 5 and below. It's just 5 below.
Wes does the same thing. Drives me crazy. Crazy.
Forget
Just 5
them.
below.
Keep
You
on
go
going.
to
I'm
5
listening.
and below.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go
Get some
to
paint
5 below,
sets.
get you a little paint set, and then you go out to Canton where a little free park at, where a little splash park at. You paint out there, and then you let her go play in the water.
Oh,
No.
could you
I
imagine?
like this
You're
idea.
gonna get a foot
Shannon.
fungus from the splash pad. Do not do that.
Shannon, you should see the look. She rolled her eyes. I hope you
I
got
didn't
that on
roll
video.
it's the splash pad that I'm like,
Devon,
do not.
Shannon would never have given it up to you if you take her to a splash pad.
Okay.
I do love Five Below. I must admit, the splash pad threw me off. You were good until then.
Hear me out. Go to a mall that has an Easter bunny. Get some Chinese food.
I'm usually the Easter bunny.
But sit at the mall and watch the kids cry with the Easter bunny.
What?
That's very weird. That's kind of like.
That's weird. That's where we're trying to line it
Then
up.
I'm going to think he's a pedophile, that he wants to sit and
I
watch
would call-
kids at the mall.
Same. I would call mall security. Marilyn,
Fair?
where do you think
Fair.
Zach should take a girl?
I think he should take her to the library. It's free to look around. It'd be really cute. A lot of them have like a Starbucks or something inside of them so they can grab like a coffee, and then he can get her like a book at the end if she wants one, or like a candle or something. It's really cute.
Why don't you do a coffee date? It doesn't have to be at the library.
I don't drink
He
coffee.
hates coffee.
But there's other Starbucks has a million other things.
I don't want to be the guy getting the pink drink on the first date.
That would be the greatest.
Honestly, not bothered.
I already thought about it. No, I don't want to.
No, Helena's got the best one for you. Helena, what do you think Zach should do?
He should just take her to go smoke a blunt.
That is my person right there. Let's go.
Are you single?
I am single, yes.
Oh my God!
There you go.
Stop.
You're his
You
spirit
too.
animal. Let's go.
There you
Come
go.
on,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Hang on the phone, Lydia. I'll get your info.
Yes.
DM Zach.
By the way, we have just done an arranged marriage between two very high people.
Thanks for taking relationship advice from the people with the most dysfunctional relationships on the radio.
This is Mojo in the morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the morning. Here's the topic, and I want you to call us up, and if you need to just say, maybe not a person's name, but an initial, you can do this. I want to know, who are you trying to avoid right now? Everybody has somebody that they're trying to avoid. Could be a neighbor, could be a coworker, could be a boss, could be Fletch. Oh, no. I bring this up with all great love. Does Lydia have Fletch's number? Somebody send Lydia Fletch's number just in case she doesn't have it.
Zach's on my way.
All right, so I feel like such a jerk. I'm going to call myself the Jersey jerk. I was going to Jersey Mike's to pick up my order yesterday, and I pulled into the Jersey Mike's, and there was one parking spot available, and the parking spot was right up close to the front of the store. Perfect.
The best.
Very happy until I parked the car and looked over to my left. There was a Nissan sitting next to me, and I looked inside, and Fletch was sitting in there. For those that don't know Fletch is the guy that produces all the deep voice guy stuff, the things that we run on the air that you hear in between that say Mojo in the morning. But he also was a proud member of the show. He's an alum of the show, and he's a good friend. But I did not have an hour and a half to sit there and talk to Fletch. All I wanted to do was get my sandwich and get home.
Get the sandwich and go home.
Get home and go eat. And I didn't want it to become one of these things where he's telling me about he's playing world-class tennis or something like that, or, he's at home watching Family Guy episodes, or how much, he, has new drops for me, or whatever the deal might be. So I decided what I was going to do, and this is where I talked about how you're avoiding somebody. I decided to hide in my Tahoe. I got in the car, or sat in the car, but I sat scrunched down.
You did not.
You know the little pillar that keeps the driver's side in the back seat? It's like where the door wall is. It's like it's kind of just slim enough that it can hide my head so that nobody can see it's me inside there. So I hid in there and scrounched all the way down. And I looked over at his car waiting for him to pull out.
Yeah.
And that bastard was eating chips in the car. Chip by chip by chip, eating his chips. I'm like, this guy's never going to leave.
Oh, God. I can totally see this happening.
It was crazy.
Do you ditch a good spot?
No, because there was nowhere else for me to park, but also he was parked right outside the store. There was no other entrance into Jersey Mike's.
But I know you had a hoodie. Put the hood up.
No, Mojo, you could spot Mojo walking a mile away.
My walk.
You have a very
I have a
distinct
waddle,
walk.
not a walk.
Yeah.
But so I sat there for a while. It must have been 5-10 minutes. And I'm like going, oh my God, I ordered this thing as I was driving home. So this, sub has got to be just sitting there waiting for me. Then I thought to myself, No, that's not the case. Because whenever I order a sub at Jersey Mike's, it takes them 8 hours to make the damn thing because they only have 2 people working behind there.
That's because everything is fresh and they put so much
Is
care
that what
into
it is?
it.
I know it's family owned and operated. I love Jersey Mike's, by the way.
Is
I
anything
will
cooked
fight
there?
for Jersey. Huh?
Is anything cooked there?
Yes, they have cooked stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I did the Jersey Mike's roast beef turkey ham combo. I forget what it's called, but it's delicious. And I get a gluten-free bun, so I know they have to clean and sanitize everything. So this is not a commercial for Jersey Mike's.
I mean, kind of. Ryan, you're
Although, yeah.
welcome.
All right. But this is a commercial for avoiding people. So Fletch is sitting in the car right next to me, and he's just sitting there, and I'm going, oh, my God, this is crazy. And it got me thinking, I think everybody has somebody that they're avoiding. And a lot of times, the person that you do not want to run into, you end up running into the most.
Yeah.
Store.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few people that I wouldn't want to run into, but I feel like this happens to us all the time with teachers. Like if I'm with the kids and we see a teacher out in the wild, I have to hide somewhere with, whichever child I'm with so that their teacher, the teacher, not the teachers that they have, but like the music teacher,
Yeah.
art teacher, whatever, doesn't see them. I'm like, why are we so afraid of this? I have no idea.
But you understand those teachers are hiding from you too. They don't want to see their parents and kids.
Probably, but I was like crouched down at the end of the aisle at the grocery store a couple of weeks ago because one of Lucy's teachers was in there.
Were
I'm
you
like,
doing something inappropriate, or what was the
no,
story?
not at all. I just don't think she wanted to be spotted. I have no idea.
You know what I hate? I hate that when I used to have that neighbor, Terry, that lived next door to me, I would have to pull into my garage and I would have to shut the door immediately after I pulled into the garage. Otherwise, it would be a 2.5-hour conversation.
So I do the same thing. And if you've been a listener of this show for a long time, I do the same thing in the fall with my neighbor across the street, Marty, because she blames me for all the leaves that blow across the street into her yard. And I do not want to hear it.
Yeah.
So I run in my house.
Oh my God. I felt honestly kind of embarrassed by this whole thing that poor Fletch, and I haven't seen Fletch face to face in a while. We talk a lot.
Oh, I'm mad at him anyways.
Really?
Why?
Yes, he texted me at 1:00 in the morning the last time.
He wants to date with you so bad.
I love this man with all of my heart. How dare you text me at 1:00 in the morning? How dare you?
He's been begging for a date from you for a decade.
I go on a
That's when you text him back at 5:30 in the morning when you know he just went to bed.
Leonard, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. Who are you avoiding?
Oh, I ain't avoiding anybody. I was trying to tell you the part that you was hiding behind is the B pillar.
Is that what it's called, automotive wise?
Wait, what's it called?
The B pillar?
Yeah, it goes in order. So at your windshield, that's the A pillar.
What do you
Then
do? Are
between
you a
your
body
seats,
shop
that's the
guy?
B pillar. No, I just love
auto guy.
cars.
I love it, man. Well, I was hiding behind the B pillar, believe it or not, man. My big old head. I can't believe he didn't see me. What's up, Michelle? It's Mojo in the morning. What's going on? Who are you avoiding?
I'm avoiding old man Dave.
Who's
I hope you don't listen.
Wait, who's old man Dave?
Oh my gosh, old man Dave is this guy. If he's not at the gas station, like the local gas station in the morning, he drives around town, and he's retired. My mom passed away, so he feels like he needs to come check in on me. I feel like. Well, I live in the country, so we got dirt roads and whatnot. He'll cruise down those dirt roads real slow, just peering through the woods to see if I'm on that porch, and if I am, he pulls in.
They do it all the
just like
time.
Shannon, if I hear his truck, I jump and I get up and I run into the house because I will be on that porch for 2 hours talking to that old man.
Oh, yeah.
The sad part is,
God bless them.
They're sweet neighbors and they're sweet people because they're looking out for you, but you just don't want to have that long conversation.
Have you guys ever been out in public and you spot somebody that you know, but you pretend you don't see them, but then they spot you and come up to you and you have to fake surprise that they're
all the
there?
time.
Bruh.
Oh.
I was at a restaurant this weekend where a girl who worked there and I clearly knew each other, and we both looked at each other and go, we're going to pretend that we don't know each other. I walked away. You ever do that?
That is funny. I never
the
knew
mutual agreement.
You're both avoiding each other.
Yeah, like, man, bye.
Hey, initial N, you're being voice disguised. What's going on?
Morning. I'm avoiding my dad.
You're avoiding your dad.
Why?
My dad has a new girlfriend, and he is very excited about it. They haven't gone on very many dates yet, so I don't want to get emotionally invested. So I'm just kind of like keeping my distance a little bit right now.
Oh, you know what though? I kind of get it though. You know what I mean? Like The whole new girlfriend part. Yeah, you know what? And you don't want to see her. When my dad started dating after my mom died, I didn't want to see my dad with another woman, and I didn't want to actually deal with her. So
that'd be tough.
I get it.
Yeah,
that could be.
We've been on like 2 dates.
Yeah.
So I don't really. It's just too early for me.
Yeah. No, I get it. Well, good luck to you avoiding. Hide behind the B. What is it called again? The B.
B-pillar.
The B pillar. Hide behind the B pillar. Hold on. Let's see if Fletch answers. He's I do feel bad because somebody's going to listen to this and they're going to go, "Hey, they were talking about you on the radio today." And the problem is, what's going to end up happening is he's going to think, "Oh, that's cool," and he's going to go listen to it and hear me talking about wanting to
He's
avoid.
so mad at you.
Yeah, but I told him I loved him in it, so hopefully he
that is
focuses
true.
on
And
that.
you said you would date him.
I would.
God,
Just for his mom's credit card.
he's going to masturbate to that.
Oh,
You watch.
my
Knowing him.
There it is. You know what?
No,
It's about time we cross
Leave
that
him a
line.
message, Megan.
No, that is true. That is true. That's Fletch. That's a Fletch thing. Hey, Fletch. Just wanted to leave you a message. I want to find out which sub did you have yesterday at Jersey Mike's?
How are those chips?
How they looked really good.
You want to go on a date?
Oh, hey.
The subscription fees are out of freaking control. Not
He's gonna call you
Mojo.
back in 5
He's
seconds.
free. Listen to Mojo on our free iHeartRadio app. Listen to the show live every morning on Channel 955, 1045 SNX in West Michigan, or 92.5 KISS FM in Toledo. And listen to the podcast for free. Free never sounded so good.
You call him and see if he answers your phone call. He will. He'll answer yours, but before he answers mine.
Hold on. Let's try it.
This guy is.
I will die if he answers your phone call.
Come on, baby.
This is called phone roulette.
Because you'll always be my baby. Will you pick up the phone?
Now I'm worried about him.
Feeling quite alone.
Unless he puts his phone on like do not disturb.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to put his
No, that would have been. No, leave it on there. Let everybody call him this morning. All right, we're going to give you a chance to win a brand new car. It is Find the Fob here on the Mojo in the Morning Show. Win a brand new Chevy. It's all brought to you by Moran Automotive. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. We'll look for the 95th caller and give you a shot to win. Good luck.
Mojo in the mornings, Dirty on the 30.
All right, we're going to get you caught up on what's trending this morning in the Dirty on the 30. Shannon, good morning. Hi.
Good morning. So, conspiracy theorists say yesterday's Blue Origin space mission was fake.
Really?
All Hollywood CGI and the worst CGI that any of these fake space agencies have ever produced. I mean, there are some really crazy theories that Jeff Bezos' New Shepard mission took place inside a Hollywood film studio. The ladies were all floating in tanks of water. I mean, the whole deal. So there's that going on the internet right now. Did anybody watch? Well, we all watched the landing. Did you guys see the part of the landing yesterday where Jeff Bezos face planted?
Yes.
I keep seeing that over and over. People are making so many memes about that. But yesterday, the women on Blue Origin's mission were in space for about 12 minutes. Katy Perry said, I mean, it's something she will never forget. She actually sang "It's a Wonderful World," or "Wonderful World," I should say.
It's about making
God dang it, she
space
sang a song in
for
space.
future women and taking up space and belonging. And it's about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it. This is all for the benefit of Earth.
We saw her daughter Daisy's face for the first time yesterday.
Oh, really?
Also, what was the benefit of Earth? Babe, shut up.
I don't know, but I liked her line, though, of it's about us just taking up space. And that's pretty much what Katy Perry has been doing for many, many years.
I mean, there are a
with
lot of
music.
people, celebrities included, who are just saying, what a waste of money. I mean, we're ruining the planet by starting to do stuff like this. Gayle King, by the way, saying the experience after she landed was a very good reminder of something to her.
To me, it's such a reminder about how we need to do better, be better. Do better, be better human beings.
Yeah.
It's so nasty and so vitriolic nowadays. And I mean, if everybody could experience that peace that we had up there and the kindness and what it takes to do what we did.
I agree with you, Gail, including spending a bunch of money just to go up and circle the atmosphere.
I mean,
for about,
Olivia Munn, Olivia Wilde, Emily Ratajkowski.
How long were they up
like,
for?
People were just blasting
11
them.
minutes.
Yeah,
11
just under
minutes.
12.
And how much money did that shuttle cost?
Oh, a lot.
Wouldn't it have been amazing if they actually fooled them and they took them to another planet and left them there? And then you do like a reality television show of, can we get them home? I think it would be great.
What is this, Interstellar?
What's the guy's name from Survivor? That's the host of Survivor.
Oh my
How
God,
did the host-
Jeff Probst.
I love him.
Jeff Probst on there.
I could watch him narrate anything because he just roasts the contestants. He calls everybody an idiot, and that's what you
I
need
have
out
never
of a
seen
TV
that
host.
show. In all the years it's been on, I've never watched an episode.
He'll be like, falling behind, you're out of shape, you're weak.
It's like Bianca being the judge of the Throwback Throwdown, just roasting me when I'm 0.0. Paige Beckers was selected first overall by the Dallas Wings during last night's 2025 WNBA draft. The UConn Husky star led her team to this year's NCAA Women's Championship over Dawn Staley's South Carolina Gamecocks. I don't think it was a surprise to anybody that she got selected first, right?
So to be where my feet are tonight, to share this moment with the people that I love, just means everything.
Another big story coming out of the draft, Angel Reese and Haley Van Lith will be teammates for a second time after the Chicago Sky selected her with the number 11 pick last night. They played a season together at LSU. And in other sports dirty today, an Atlanta Braves reporter by the name of Wiley Ballard was live on TV trying to get a fan's phone number during their game against the Blue Jays in Toronto.
My name's Lauren.
Lawrence, all right.
And I'm Kayla.
Kayla, and you guys hang out at the Rooftop Lounge often?
Once a year I come out to visit.
Okay, well, we timed it pretty well. All right, good. How are you guys feeling about rooting for the Braves today?
Oof, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best.
What about you? Are you a Braves fan now?
Not quite.
Not quite. All right, I'm gonna go to work up here, guys. Good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, Wiley. You got 4 innings to get the numbers.
I'm on it.
Get us some more Braves fans.
All right, so they want me to get your number. I'm dead serious. They're saying in my ear right now, she didn't believe me because she thinks you guys are not making this up. Even if you guys weren't, I might use that in the future. That's actually a pretty good move.
This is unbelievable. So the best part of this right now is that Wiley could totally be faking it. This might be the new move. You just walk around with a fan microphone and an earpiece in and convince fans that they're actually on TV.
She gave it to him.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
He's a good-looking guy.
Is he?
Yeah, beautiful girls, good-looking guy.
What's
I like
his
it.
name?
Wiley Ballard.
Wiley, what a perfect sports guy's name.
Yeah.
Wiley Ballard.
For all of today's dirty, check out the podcast. Search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
Go. Celebrity Dirt. Directly from the source.
That is not an
It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
We need to send Zach out with a mic with a flag on it, mic flag on it that says Mojo in the Morning, and that's how he picks girls up. Because that's an interesting way. Hey, we're Mojo in the Morning. We're just going to see how many dates that Zach can get. Zach, I'm telling you, you don't even need to go to Jose's Tacos on a date. You just go out with the mic flag. Lindsay, are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Lindsay, you're a winner. Congratulations. We're going to set you up with a chance to win a brand new car and find the fob.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Congratulations to you. I want you to hang on for just 1 second and we'll get some information for you, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Coming up next here on the Mojo in the Morning Show, Just Drop Me Off. You want to give a quick little tease on that, Shannon?
This is something new that my husband is doing, and I'm wondering if other boyfriends or husbands are doing this as well, or if Wes is just special.
Okay. We'll have that. And did you guys know that we're giving you a baby? If you would like to win IVF for free from IVF Michigan, Mojo Gives You a Baby is back, giving you a shot at free IVF and a chance to win a baby from all of us here on the Mojo in the Morning Show. Go right now to our Instagram or Facebook, or you can check out mojointhemorning.com, search for Mojo Gives You a Baby and a chance to win from IVF Michigan and the Ohio Fertility Centers.
Thanks for letting me know you were cheating with your jealousy and crazy accusations. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 9:40 on Mojo in the Morning.
Well, I guess spring was a one-day project for us because it ain't spring anymore. What's going on? It was beautiful yesterday. Sun was shining. It was gorgeous.
It really was, yeah. I mean, a far cry from today. 8:43, 45 right now. We are going to see scattered shower, just light drizzle throughout the day today as it's happening right now at the at Eastern Market. Otherwise, cloudy, windy, highs getting up into the low 50s. Out on the streets, 94 westbound after Safer Highway. We've got some debris blocking the right two lanes. You're going to see it stop and go from Michigan Avenue. More slow traffic southbound 275 between 8 Mile and M1496. It's slow from an earlier accident, 94 westbound at 12 Mile. An accident blocking the right shoulder eastbound 96 to Jeffries after Inkster Road. And a 7-minute delay, 94 westbound between Michigan Avenue and US 23. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Nudge in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeart radio station.
This report is sponsored by U.S. Waterproofing. Get a better basement with U.S. Waterproofing.
At U.S. Waterproofing, we're not only experts at sealing leaks, we're a complete solution to keep your basement dry. From replacing ineffective gutters and downspouts to raising settled concrete. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
We were talking earlier this show about taxes and being tax day today, and so many people, 1 in 3, haven't even done their taxes. What are you going to do? You need to get in contact with Levy & Associates. Let Levy & Associates help relieve the stress of the tax man. Call Levy & Associates today and have Lance and everybody there at Levy & Associates take care of you. 1-800-TAX-LEVY. That's 1-800-TAX-LEVY. Simplest questions can be answered, and you know what? The hardest problems they can solve. 1-800-TAX-LEVY.
This hour is sponsored by Sam Bernstein Law.
Injured? Everyone knows Call Sam will fight and win for you. Get the Bernstein advantage.
Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price, and then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bills doubled? With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contracts. Plus, with Boost, you're on America's newest 5G network. Head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Hi, I'm Stacy Reeves, a DTE Field Operations Supervisor. When DTE invests, it works. Our crews are in the field every day working to deliver reliable power, and we've made great strides towards our goal to dramatically reduce outages by 2029. Last year, DTE customers saw nearly 70% improvement in time spent without power. We're proud to be building a smarter, cleaner, and stronger grid to power Michigan's future. Because when we invest, it works.
I know it almost sounds too good to be true, or maybe like we're exaggerating just a little bit when Lydia and I say, get better than 20/20 vision. Never have to deal with glasses or contacts again. Just wake up in the morning and see, and that can be your reality when you get custom LASIK surgery from Dr. Yaldo at the Yaldo Eye Center. But truly, that can be your reality.
It's life-changing. I mean, take it from me. It took me like 3 or 4 months to be convinced. And then once I met Dr. Yaldo and his team and they walked me through everything, I felt like I was so comfortable, and I ended up with 20/15 vision, like Shannon said.
Yeah, I mean, really, the surgery is painless. There is very, very little downtime. I mean, in most cases, you are back at work or school or back to momming, whatever it is, the very next day. And get the free evaluation, meet Dr. Yaldo and his team, ask all of the questions, put your mind at ease if this is something that you're a little bit nervous about.
Throw out those glasses or contacts. It's $2,025 off your custom LASIK surgery with Dr. Yaldo. You can schedule a free consultation at yaldoeyecenter.com.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
Hockey Town, it's time to turn up the excitement. The Detroit Red Wings are hitting the ice, and now every goal brings more than just cheers. It brings rewards. When the Red Wings score 3 or more goals at home, you win a $5 casino bonus. That's right. When they score, you win. The energy is electric, the stakes are high, and the action never stops. Don't just watch, get in the game with BetMGM Casino, an official partner of the Detroit Red Wings and an official sports betting partner of the NHL. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help. Must be 21 plus, Michigan only. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit or bonus bets unless otherwise provided in the applicable terms. Rewards subject to expiry.
Hey everyone, it's Tanya Lalonde from Summit Place Kia. Every day I meet new car buyers who think they have bad credit, only discover that their credit isn't so bad after all. In fact, most of them have good enough credit to afford the new Kia that they really want. Remember, buying a car is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. So, before you accept what someone else says about your credit, get a second opinion from a name that you can trust. Come see me, Tanya Lalonde, today at Summit Place Kia in Clinton Township and Summit Place Kia on Auburn Hills.
You should be driving in Kia from Summit Place Kia. Summit Place Kia.
Enjoy even more before you spin with Caesars Palace Online Casino. Download today and register with code RADIOLAUNCH. New users get a $10 sign-up bonus, a 100% deposit match up to $1,000, and 2,500 reward credits after wagering $25. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Michigan. Minimum wagering within 7 days required to unlock bonuses. Full terms and wagering requirements at CaesarsPalaceOnline.com/promos. Gambling problem? Call the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-270-7117.
Now, I tell you all the time how incredible Sono Bello is, but don't just take it from me. How about we hear from Jessica, who had this to say? The Sono Bello staff is absolutely amazing. Every time I went for my appointments, I felt like I was seeing my family. My journey is still going strong because I took a chance on Sono Bello. Thank you for all those who helped me achieve my better me. And she's right. Jessica, it is an entire family atmosphere over there. And like stories like this are what makes the Sono Bello entire team experience, everything from start to finish, just absolutely the best. Everybody in town knows that they are the experts in advanced microlaser fat removal, but you just can't beat the care and expertise from the entire team at Sono Bello. In just one visit, you can get rid of the stubborn fat just in time for warm weather. Advanced microlaser fat removal is the permanent solution, and Sono Bello doctors are the experts. Right now, they're running a spring savings event too, so schedule your free consultation now at sonobello.com/radio. That's sonobello.com/radio.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month forever. That's right. No price hikes, no contracts. $25 forever. Visit a Boost Mobile store today. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Injured? Call 1-800-CALL-SAM because we're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm.
More Mojo in seconds.
Having fast Wi-Fi at home is like a must. I mean, if you don't have it at home to be able to do what you do, whether it be streaming, gaming, working from home, what do? You get Xfinity. Xfinity gives you the fastest in-home Wi-Fi with the ability to be able to stay connected wherever and whenever. And when you are having an Xfinity service at your home, why not look at Xfinity Mobile too, where you can combine the power of Xfinity being able to keep you connected at home with On the Go. And find out more about great deals that they've got going on right now when you have 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile for just $30 a month. Go check out Xfinity.com. Call 1-800-XFINITY or stop into a store to learn more. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Unlimited available for you. Go to xfinity.com/savings for more details and see store for more details too.
This report is sponsored by Diverse Note Mobility.
Cloudy and windy today, a high of 50 tomorrow, some sunshine and temps in the low 50s.
Want to jumpstart your STEM career? Diverse Note Mobility offers accelerated training programs with credentials, up to 2 years of college credits, career assistance, and affordable options. Unlock your potential. Visit diversenote.mobi now.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by Gordon Chevrolet.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios. Planet Fitness, judgment-free and just $15 a month.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
Call us. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548.
This is Mojo in the Morning.
Mojo in the Morning. If you ever run into an issue where you can't pick up the Mojo in the Morning show, whether you're out of our listening area, maybe on vacation, or you have like a signal issue with the radio, go to the iHeartRadio app and search for us on the iHeartRadio app. You can search for one of these three stations, depending on which one you like the most. Channel 955 Detroit, 104.5 SNX in Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and 92.5 KISS FM in Toledo. War of the Roses, second date update, 30 on 30. This is your home for that. It's Mojo in the Morning. So, Shannon, Wes does something that's interesting. I want to see if this is something that I do and others do. But,
Well,
and I don't think it's something that I necessarily do now, but I think I did it when I was a kid, and he's still doing it right now. Having mommy drop him off.
okay. Well, that's weird to call me mommy.
Well,
when I'm talking about my
by the way,
husband,
do you
but-
think you guys will ever be the couple that call each other mom and dad?
Absolutely never,
People that
ever.
do that.
No.
Oh, I hate it.
When they do it, it seems creepy, doesn't it?
Yes.
It kind of makes me actually think to myself when you say mom or mommy that they have like weird roles in the house. Like they wear
Smack me upside the head.
Mommy likey.
If
And
you
that
ever hear me say that.
That includes
No.
old lady and old man because that's what you call your parents too.
Well, old lady, old man. But when an old couple says mommy and daddy, I actually am fine with it. But when a couple is middle aged or younger or maybe a little older than middle age, they cannot do it to each other.
No.
But
The
two 80-year-olds can do it.
My sister calls my brother-in-law Big Daddy.
Oh, really?
No. It's like a joke in our family. That's the only acceptable one. to me.
Really?
I don't know. Big
Really?
Daddy.
You allow that? I'm surprised you would allow
so
that.
funny.
I don't know. I think daddy is a big daddy is a not a good one.
I wonder if he knows that she calls him that. I think she said it, actually. I think she said it in front of him as I'm saying this. I'm like, maybe he doesn't know. But I don't know. Anyway, so remember this golf thing that I told you that Wes is all of a sudden all into now?
He's addicted.
He addicted is, it's an accurate word. He is addicted, and he took on the sport again because I think he played here and there, nothing serious when he was younger, but he was asked to relearn how to play golf because he is now working in an environment where that's a frequent activity. That's how they meet with clients, whatever. He actually went on a business trip last week and they played and he had a great time. Well, his new thing is if I am running errands, like for example, on a Saturday or Sunday, if I have to go to Costco and Target and the car wash, I love going to the car wash, but it's technically our time to spend together because we are like two ships passing during the week. We never see each other because we are both so busy. So it's time that's supposed to be spent together. But no, he will now say to me, hey, do you think that because it's right across the street from Costco, can you drop me off at Carl's Golfland so I can hit some balls and then you just text me when you're done with all your errands and then you come back and pick me up when you're done. And I'm like, so I did, but I literally felt like I was picking up my kids from a play date when I texted him on the way. I roll up to Carl's Golfland and there he is outside with his clubs waiting for me.
But also, why can't he run errands with you?
Because he wants to go hit balls.
No, you get to do that on your own free time. You are here to be my companion while I run errands. That is your responsibility as a spouse.
Don't leave me at Costco by myself.
Correct. And then you'll get mad at the things I buy or don't get. You need to be there.
When I was a kid, my mom used to do this with us when she would go to the grocery store because she didn't want all of us asking for surprises. Like I would always say, can we have a surprise? Like we'd get to pick stuff out or we'd pick out Doritos and things. She would drop us off at the library that was right down the street, and then she would come back and pick us up, and then we would have to like come out. But it was kind of her free time. You're saying that Wes is the kid basically in this relationship, letting his mom go to the grocery store, and he's being dropped off at the Carl's Golfland.
Why? Yes.
I kind of like this.
No. I knew you would.
I kind of like it. It brings back memories of me.
Mojo's going to not want to go on any errand running anymore.
No, I kind of like that.
You go grocery shopping and drop me off at Ulta.
Yeah.
No, that's not how this works.
See, this doesn't, by the way, this doesn't happen in our relationship because we've been married so long. We look at running errands as a way to get away from each other. So this is kind of like you guys are still new in your relationship where you like to like go run errands with each other.
And we get very little time together.
Right.
Yeah.
And this should be 50-50. You take half the errands. I'll take half the errands. You then get to go to Carl's afterwards and I get to go
Yeah.
Watch a television show. Why am I doing all the errands while you get to go have fun?
That's true. Chelsea
the balls are more important than me. Golf balls.
Chelsea also won't let me go into Costco without being next to her side the entire time because she knows I'll come back with a gazebo.
Yes,
I'll randomly go, hey, you're never going to believe this. I just grabbed this. They're going to put it in our car. What is that? It's a tool shed.
Yeah.
What do you need a tool shed for?
I have an outdoor
Like, what's
space
that all
heater and a
about?
rotisserie chicken. Let's go.
It's crazy the stuff
Both
that
those
you can
things
buy
are
at that
actually on my
place.
list right now.
844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. Do any couples do this where you guys go run errands together and the one in the couple gets to go do something fun instead of having to run the errands? What's the story, by the way? We're having signal issues. Have we heard anything from the engineers about this? I feel like our engineers...
Mark's not around, so he must be working on something.
Did they give up on us a while back, or do we know that if they are working on us, I guess we have some signal problems too.
Tony and the engineers know, so
Okay,
they
good.
must be working on it.
So I don't have to panic at all that we are right now ratingless. We have no ratings coming in right now. We're going to get beat by, the WDVD station this month because of the signal is so bad. All right. Look at these text messages. This goes back. This is interesting. Shannon, you should try to call Wes Poppy. Poppy doesn't sound as creepy. Going back to referring to the mom or dad thing.
Oh, yeah, daddy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Remember Mike and Allie.
Allie.
I was going to get to it. I had it.
I was trying to be a
I
friend.
was going to get to it. Mike and Allie would do
but they
that whole
can.
thing because they're Latin.
Yeah. No, I just think they're passionately in love with each other in a way that is gross.
Yeah, that is true. By the way, they are really still in love.
Like they actually like each other.
I saw Mike post a picture of them driving with the smiles on their faces yesterday, and I'm going, look at those guys. They are sickly in love with each other.
I am very in love with my husband, but if I came home or tonight in bed said, hey, Poppy, he'd be like, something's going on. What's wrong with you?
Do you think you should take off? But if you said it. Do you think, by the way, that Allie drops Mike off at like the train store? We're like, what is Mike into? What is Mike? The camper
Mike.
store?
No, Mike is right next to her holding all of the bags. Mike's the husband we're all looking for. He's like, what can I grab from you? Give me half of the list. I'll meet you at the cash register. That's what we're looking for. That's what we are looking for.
You know what I just thought of?
His balls are in her purse.
And they're happy. And what did we just say? They're the happiest couple that we know.
Amazing. What were we going to say?
I have this in my back pocket now because you know what my dreaded errand is with him is freaking Home Depot or Lowe's. And I am there for like 2 hours. And now this is going to be my thing. Can you just drop me off?
Yeah, where will you have him drop you off?
Anywhere except for Home Depot.
Home Goods.
Yes.
We'll be at the homes.
What's up, Pamela?
Good morning. I can relate to everybody across the board. I'll be married 20 years this summer. About
Congrats.
5 years into marriage. Thank you. We ran into this thing similar. We're like, it was a convenience thing. So I would go grocery shopping. He would ride with me. Oh, can I stop? Can you drop me off at Barnes & Noble? I want to look at a couple of magazines and then pick me up when you're done. Very similar.
Isn't that funny?
To the golf
Terrible.
thing, except his obsession was reading.
I don't know why. I felt so weird rolling up and having him like get into the car. It just, I don't know.
I agree. And then, so like the mom and dad thing, we've kind of come in and out of that with, when we're with our kids, usually we're referencing each other as mom and dad. In public, just the two of us, no, that's weird. And then like Mojo said, the longer you've been married, you look at outings as a way of escaping your spouse for a while. So we've kind of outgrown the errand run, drop me off. It's like, hey,
Leave
I'm
me
leaving,
alone.
and it's like, bye.
Yeah, it's your time. It's a free time for you. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. What's up, Melissa?
Hi, how are you guys?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good. Yeah, we're good. What's going on?
2 places my husband is not trusted at, and I hope he's listening. Costco and Cabela's.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely not.
I've never been to a Cabela's.
Cabela's, you get lost in the place. There's so much crap
I
in there.
love Cabela's. But Cabela's has saltwater taffy. So I'm happy to go.
No,
Cabela's is Dick's Sporting Goods on
spend less than $100
steroids. Yes.
He's a huge hunter, so every time he tells me he's going, I'm like, oh my God. He's like, well, Cabela's is like your Target, but I'm actually getting stuff for the house.
Target's an
There's a
interesting
difference.
one. That's an interesting one where I feel like we go into Target and we go in for like two things, and next thing you know, if I go with, I completely throw her off her game, and I'm buying like I don't know. I'm buying packs of paper and spiral notebooks. She's like, "What are you going back to school?"
Yeah, you
I'm like, "We need this for the office." And then snacks.
Exactly.
I find myself buying snacks all the time too.
I love a good shopping snack.
Chelsea, these are gluten free and healthy.
Is that where you get your pretzels?
Yeah, my son gives
I
me
do.
crap about that because I'm like, well, I'm going to pay for it. I need a snack while I'm shopping.
Oh,
Yeah.
you eat the snack in the store.
Oh, I get hungry. I'm like, I need a snack.
No,
I'm going to pay for it.
That's stealing. That's
Yeah.
straight up stealing.
No,
And
you're
yeah,
good.
stealing.
You
Yes, it
pay
is.
for it.
You're
You
good.
pay for it at the end.
You're good doing that.
No, I don't like that.
Holly, what's up?
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning. What's going on?
Okay, so I've been with my mate for it'll be 14 years this year, and we do have kids together. I only reference him as dad when it's something that involves the kids, but anything outside of that, I find weird. But that trip to Dollar Tree is like a vacation. When I say those people, first of all, I'm in there being nice to people, pointing out stuff to them. Hey, you looking for something? Like, I'm trying to spend as much time in Dollar Tree as I possibly can with these people. And then I'm leaving out and they're like, hey, Holly, all right, have a good day. I'm like, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? That is a lifesaver at moments. Like, it's not, and if anybody wants to go with me, I'm offended. No, I'm going to my Dollar Tree. Do not come with me. No.
That's great, Holly. We love you. Thank you. Take
All
care of
right, have a good
yourself.
one.
Jay, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning.
Hey, just wanted first time, long time.
Hey, Kev's out today, so we got to make up for that. What's going on?
No worries. My wife sent me to Costco to go get paper towels, and I walked out with a Blackstone. So now I'm not allowed to go to Costco alone.
You can buy those there?
Oh, yeah.
you can.
Oh, are those good, girls?
Jay, you got to be careful. I walked out one time with a new cell phone plan. I have no idea why. They have diamonds. They've got computers. They got it all in that place. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I actually one time wanted to buy a cash register. They had a cash register there. When I was a little kid, that was my favorite toy.
Oh, yeah.
D, one last call on this, and then I got to move on. What's going on, D?
Hi, Mojo. Hi, Shannon. I just want to let you know, Shannon, I've been married for 35 years. My husband and I got married when we were 18. I cannot believe you do not know the Holy Grail. What me and my girlfriends do is we order everything ahead of time to be picked up. We go have our coffee, we go shopping, we go get our nails done, and we go get a pedicure, and we throw the clothes in with the Costco stuff. Take them off the racks, take them out of the bag, and he has no clue. Where'd you get that? Costco. Okay, I got that from Nordstrom's. He never looked. I cannot believe you don't know how to do this.
That is very smart.
That is a great-
Brilliant.
That's what we do.
D, you're a bad influence. You're a bad influence.
I know.
Love you, D. Take care.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Mesquite and Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations, 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning, live.
We're going to kick off Pay Your Bills coming up here in just a moment. So we'll do that right after we get done with this. It's time now for Am I the A-Hole on the Mojo in the Morning show. Hit us up on the iHeartRadio app and look for right there on iHeartRadio app, that little talkback mic, and send us whatever you would like to find out an answer from us on whether or not you're an a-hole. This is one that was sent to us recently.
I don't want to invite my dad's new wife to my graduation. Like, I only get 4 tickets. I want to take my mom and my dad, my boyfriend, and my best friend. And my dad's mad at me because I'm not bringing her, but like, I'm way closer to all those people, so why would I bring her? And it's just like, I don't know, am I an a-hole for this?
Interesting. So she's graduating, and her name is Hannah. And Hannah, are you graduating college?
Yes.
Congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so talk to us here for a second so we can get this. You get only 4 tickets for graduation.
Correct. I only get 4 tickets for graduation.
And your dad has been now married to this woman for how long?
4 years. The entire time I've been at school.
Okay.
So I don't know her.
Well, Oh, so you only know her when you're home for the summers.
Not like any kind of real relationship, right? We
Okay.
haven't really spent any real time together.
Yeah.
So, talk to us about your mom. Is your mom single?
Yes.
Okay, so mom is still single. And so with the 4 tickets of going to graduation, you want it to be mom and dad.
My mom. Yeah. My
And
boyfriend.
your boyfriend.
And my best friend.
And your best friend. So you're wanting to invite your best friend instead of letting your dad invite his wife. Now, 4 years
I've been
is
best friends with her for 12 years.
4 years
You know?
of being married together, though, is not like it's short period of time. They've been married, it seems like, for a while.
But I
They've
also
been married. I haven't been married to her.
I also see your point of you been away.
Are they traveling for this?
Yes.
Okay. So,
So she's coming, but she's not coming to
Yeah.
graduation.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
All right. We got some thoughts on this one that we're going to have to get to. Am I the a-hole? Do you think Hannah is an a-hole for telling her dad that he cannot bring his wife to her graduation? But here's the thing: when they say,
Just
"Are
the
they?"
ceremony. She can come for the weekend.
But also the other thing too, though, is this is your father and this is your mother, and you as a girl that is graduating have, I think, every right to be able to say it's my graduation. Why does he even need to bring his daughter or his why does he bring his daughter?
Because
Why
it's
does he
his
bring his
wife.
girlfriend?
Because it's his wife.
But it's his daughter. I think you are his daughter first before it's the wife.
No, but
Yeah, but
she
there's
is
other festivities she's coming
Thank
to,
you.
right?
I mean, she doesn't have to. She doesn't want to, but she can come for the weekend. But she just can't come to the ceremony.
But I don't think it's wrong even for him. Like I will say this to you. I think on like a parents' weekend too. I've had a couple of friends of mine who've gone through divorces and stuff, and their kids have asked them for parents' weekend. Hey, can you not bring your boyfriend, girlfriend, or your husband or wife? Can it just be you and mom coming for parents' weekend? And these guys,
I have thoughts on that.
But I will tell you this, Shannon. If you haven't been you're not Hannah's stepmom. You're dad's wife because you haven't done anything to raise her.
Right.
Why do you feel like you need
I'm
to be
thinking
part
about
of
it
this?
from my perspective.
Yeah.
Right. Where I feel like
your dad's wife was a part of your life for a while.
1,000,000%. And I'm also thinking about it from like if that were the situation. So like Kieran, my stepson is a senior this year. He's going to college next year.
Oh, your stepmom.
Yeah. And so if he had a parents' weekend and just wanted Wes and his mom to go, I would feel really, first off, hurt, but also really uncomfortable with that.
Really?
I that would not sit well to me.
What would make you uncomfortable about it?
That they were both away on a trip to see.
Well, they're not going
him.
to stay in the same room with each other.
I know. I don't know. I'm being very honest with you. It would make me feel uncomfortable. In this situation, I don't think you're an a-hole because I hope that your stepmom that you don't even really know would understand why you are choosing the 4 people that you're choosing. That makes total sense to me.
I know.
Can I also say this to you? I know that they've been married for 4 years, and you say that you've been away at college. You've been home though for 2 to 3 months
Like
every
breaks
single
and stuff,
summer,
right, yeah.
and breaks. So you've
but,
had
like, I'm not
opportunity to
spending
at
that
least
much
get to
time
know her.
at the house when I'm home. For like summer, like
Yeah.
I'm seeing all my friends that I've like been missing.
Is part of you doing this because of your mom?
Well, that's another thing. Is like I don't want my mom to be uncomfortable. Like.
Okay, because your dad could ultimately say, "Hey, I'll try to scalp another ticket from somebody." I mean, there's ways.
Right.
There's ways to get people in there. Let me
They
ask
also
the
don't have
listeners.
to sit together.
Claudia, what's going on? Am I the a-hole?
Yeah.
Do you think Hannah's an a-hole for not letting her dad invite his wife to her graduation?
No, she is not. She's just a young girl. She wants to have her special day, and I think the stepmom will be perfectly fine to just stand on the sidelines, buy her a nice gift, go to dinner, celebrate her as much as she can without being at the actual 4-ticket event. I mean, if I was a stepmother, I am a stepmother to older girls, and I would want them to be with their mom and everybody
You
like
get
that.
it,
I
yeah.
wouldn't want her to have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, those graduation ceremonies.
First time, long time.
Oh, Claudia on the phone. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Yes. Hold on a second. Susan, am I the a-hole? Hi, what do you think?
Hello?
Hi,
yes,
Susan.
Susan. Hi, that's you. Hi.
Hi. Sorry. Yeah, I think you are the a-hole.
Han-
110%.
You're saying Hannah's an a-hole for not letting
yeah.
Dad bring the girl.
Absolutely. I am a mother, and I'm a stepmother. And we have 5 daughters together. I got excluded from his oldest daughter's wedding preview at her mother's house while I had to stand outside in 90-degree weather for an hour. Couldn't go in, wasn't allowed.
What? Okay.
I think you're the a-hole. I think you not knowing her, Anna not knowing her stepmother is her fault. She's never made an effort to go over there.
Well,
get to know her.
Shouldn't the stepmother also make an effort too?
I'm the child. Let's calm
Yeah,
down now.
Hannah.
I mean, you're the child, but you're
not a
also
child,
an
honey.
adult.
But-
Listen, you're not a child. You are an adult.
Wow.
You are graduating.
You are evil stepmother,
Yeah, I don't like
Susan.
the way that you're saying it, Susan.
You know what?
You're
Now-
an evil stepmom.
We're outside.
You're a monster.
But no, I'm going to tell the truth.
I wouldn't let you inside either. Oh my goodness.
You are a man.
No,
Crazy.
I am a really great stepmother, and now we have a wonderful relationship. And I
'Cause
did
I
air
forced
my
it.
grievances
I'm sure
with them.
you do.
No, I didn't force it. I started ignoring them like they were ignoring me. But then they seen my daughters treating my husband with respect and love.
Okay.
He went with me everywhere. The grandkids adore him. And it worked out. But that was not fair to me, and it wasn't fair to him because he got an earful. And had I known I wasn't going to be allowed in the mother's house, and her and I are good friends, by the way. Had I known that was going to be it, I wouldn't have gone. I would have met him at the church.
Well, that
I
was
would have
that
said,
was dumb. And you know what? Can I say
That's
something?
terrible in a
But
different situation.
But that's also on your husband too. Your husband
Yes.
should have put
He
his
did
foot
not-
down on that.
He didn't know. He did not know that was going
come
to
on.
happen.
He didn't notice that
He
you weren't
didn't.
there. I mean,
He did.
He should have put his
And he
foot
kept
down and said,
saying-
"No, no, no, no."
And I'm not going in either.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I will say your circumstances are completely different. I think that you and you came in kind of hard on Hannah, but I do think your circumstances are way different, and there's obviously a lot that's there to unravel, and I just don't have the time.
And also, I have to say this: the stepmom kind of sort of instantly becomes the villain in a situation, like because if she said, "You need to choose me over your best friend," like there's no. It doesn't work out well. that way.
Hannah wants to give Hannah from Am I the A-Hole some advice. Hannah, what's your advice there? First off, do you think she's an a-hole?
No, not at all. I was in the same situation a year ago. Both of my parents are divorced. They both have partners, and I just didn't have enough tickets for my dad's girlfriend. And so I invited my sister and my fiance instead of her, as well as my mom and dad. And, you know, my stepdad, the girlfriend, they went and had drinks while it was happening because it's not about that. This day's about you, who you want there supporting you. I mean, I would have loved if I could have had them there, but it just wasn't an option.
Look
so
at that.
They
That's
were,
exact
all
same
adults about it
situation.
and moved on.
That's nice that your family was able to, look at the bright side of the whole deal and not get offended by that whole thing. I hope that
Exactly.
can happen
You
for
just
Hannah.
finished 4 years of college. That's what should be more important than someone's feelings on that day, to be honest.
Yeah. Good advice. Thank you. Liv wants to comment on Susan, the stepmother that just called us up. What did you want to say, Liv?
I said that old lady is just bitter. This is
Well.
not about her, and this is not a wedding. This is limited invitations to 4.
Yeah.
I know.
It's different. It is different situation.
I do feel though that, and I don't think she's the a-hole. I want to make that clear. But I do feel like if somebody was traveling in for me for the weekend, I would try really hard to go find an extra ticket from
Yes.
somebody. Like, I understand why she wasn't top of your invite list, but it would make me uncomfortable to know that they spent time, they traveled, money, whatever, effort to get there, and then
But
weren't
That is a
part
gr-
of it.
that is a
referring
great
to?
point.
Who are you referring to, Hannah, or are you referring to the fact that Liv's talking about wedding? Because
But I don't
No,
think,
the
but-
graduation.
But I don't
No,
think Susan's like
but-
completely wrong here because I don't think Susan approached it the right way. I'm not defending Susan. She could have been way nicer about it. But I do think sometimes we dismiss people who go out of their way to be there for us on our special days, and we don't go out of our way to include them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I do think it needs to be met. And I maybe you won't find an extra ticket, Hannah. Maybe that's not in the cards for you this time. But I think just showing, like, hey, I'm actively looking for one. I really appreciate you coming. I have this dinner planned afterward is a great way to, like, mend that bridge between the two of you right now.
But I don't think she has that conversation with her. I think she needs to have that conversation with her dad, and her dad needs to explain that.
Maybe.
Jayla, last call on this one here. Am I the a-hole? Are you referring to am I the a-hole with Hannah here, or are you calling about Susan, the stepmother? Because she overtook all these calls right now. What's going on?
So I'm talking, I think it was Hannah, the initial girl. Oh,
Yes.
first time, long time. But
Hey there. Jayla's on the phone. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't think she's an a-hole whatsoever. I'm also graduating this year, and while I don't understand kind of from like dad and step parent kind of vibe, I do get it from just having multiple family members that do care deeply. Like I have my boyfriend's family that I'm close to, other friends, but I'm hosting a lunch like at my graduation's in the morning. So I'm hosting like a lunch afterwards so I can still spend time with everybody.
Yeah.
And like I understand it's difficult to find tickets on campus. Like there are students selling tickets like for their ceremony. The tickets just dropped yesterday, and like if you look at the student feed, it literally was like concert tickets. Like it's ridiculously hard to get tickets. Like so, and often students are selling them too, trying to make a little bit of extra money. So it's not always like I'm trying to find a ticket and you can easily get one. I mean, while I can understand like she could try to find a ticket, I don't think she's an a-hole in any way, shape, or form. I'd hope that the stepmom would at least understand like that she's trying, like she's there, she's gonna still get to celebrate with her. I'm sure they'll probably do something afterwards to celebrate. So it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like I'd hope that it wouldn't be like she's just they're all
Thank you,
going to
Jayla.
celebrate the graduation. It's not like anything else. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
congratulations to you, and congratulations, Hannah. You guys both have a great graduation, and stop worrying about everybody else's feelings. Worry about what you guys just did and the fact that you're going to have to pay off these college loans.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Best luck.
Mojo in the Morning has a shot for you to win $1,000.